Talk about a butt crack, people.
I was the healthiest fat kid you ever knew.
I'm an idiot. Exactly.
I fought my way out of the womb of the lion.
Business in the front and a hella ratchet on the back. Summer camp shit.
Would you kiss him if you could meet him? Open your ears, shut your mouth. Snatch your experts, we're back. Open your ears, shut your mouth. Snatch your experts, we're back.
Welcome back to Fisticuff Alley, a UFC 308 watch party. Also, welcome back. Ryan was a mainstay for a while on these when I was at the apartment.
Yep.
And it's been a minute since you've been on. You excited?
Oh yeah.
You know?
Been looking forward to it.
So I know you're a casual UFC watcher.
Yes.
You're not like one of these crazy people that buys every pay-per-view every weekend like me.
No.
So out of the fights that like we've kind of discussed beforehand, which one are you looking forward to the most?
Oh, of course, the main event.
The main event that knocks out.
Yes.
I know. I was trying to give you the breakdown of like the stories and stuff beforehand, and I was showing you like some of the highlights. I'm like, the main event. It's so tough to call because Max is. Every time like they give him these new up and coming guys, he just puts work on them, right?
Yeah.
And like his one blemish is like the 3 losses against Volkanovski. So it's. And then you got Ilia, which is technically superior in boxing and fast. So it's so hard to call. And it makes watching these fights way more exciting.
Is he better in boxing, though?
That's the thing, because the last person that said, I'm a better boxer than Max pieced him up with the hands and called him out in the middle of the fight.
Exactly.
And it's the same thing with the co-main event. The Robert Whittaker Khamzat fight. I don't know how that's going to go. Because Khamzat comes out like a fucking rocket, usually. But then he gets tired. Khamzat, I don't know if Khamzat's really...
I don't know if he's done a long...
He's gone the distance.
Yeah, but he was gassed.
Right.
He was gassed at like the third round.
Those fights were against welterweights, not true middleweights. I want to say his fights against middleweights, he's dispatched of them early. Like the Gerald Meerschaert fight, it was like less than a round, knocked him out. Mm-hmm. So now he's going against a guy that has good cardio, is a true middleweight. So it's like, there's nothing to base how this fight's going to go off of.
Right.
So it's exciting because you're like, I don't fucking no idea.
No clue.
And like I said, as a crazy guy that buys all the UFC pay-per-views, I feel like I should know, like, I might have an idea. Nope, no idea. I feel like Ryan, the guy that doesn't ever watch UFC unless he's around us.
Right.
You know, don't know.
It's like we were talking earlier, like, who's my favorite fighter? It used to be McGregor. Now I have no idea.
Well, so I'll tell you this, and it's kind of weird because I didn't realize it. Max Holloway has been calling Ilia Topuria a Conor McGregor wannabe. Like, he's copying him. And then I saw somebody put the tattoos, like some of Conor's with Ilia's. I'm like, those are very similar. So Conor has that like Black Panther chest piece.
Right.
Ilia has like a tiger chest piece.
What?
Kind of similar, not exactly. Then Conor has like that spiral thing on his back with like the wings. Yeah. Ilia has something. He has the spirals on his spine and like a wing at the top. Mm-hmm. So I'm like, maybe, I mean, it's a little too close to be like, no, you didn't copy him. But it's also like, all right, maybe he just liked the tech. I don't know.
That's wild.
But he also, like, he's very confident, likes to talk a little trash. Yeah. He's not as, like, outlandish and brash about his trash talk, but he still talks, like, trash. So I'm like, maybe he is a little bit of a Conor McGregor. But listen, if you're going to copy someone, Conor McGregor's someone you want to copy.
Yeah.
Dude's made more money than anyone else in the UFC.
Yep. Was the face of the UFC.
Still technically, like...
He still brings in a large
he hasn't
large
fought
quantity
forever,
of money.
And has lost his last 2 fights, whatever. Still would be the highest rated pay-per-view and gate when he comes back.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
just because it's him. And then we're kicking off the card with the guy with one eye.
Yeah.
So I'll share a bullet here. Like I was explaining, like his stand-up is crazy. So leading up to this, they were talking about, so these guys trained together at one point, right?
Okay.
And they were talking during the weigh-in show. They're like, they know, right? They've trained, they've sparred. Somebody won those situations in training. So they know, right?
Yeah.
And I'm also the kind of guy like, all right, I might have got my ass whipped in training. I feel like I would be like, oh, but I got something. Not saying it's going to work.
Right.
But like, why would you want to like, I wouldn't want to fight a guy that I trained against. I understand it happens a lot, but both of them know. Somebody got their ass whooped in training. One of them didn't.
Yeah.
So they kind of know how this fight might go. But you're still,
or it's they had a back and forth.
it could have been very close. But
know
still,
what I mean?
one of them was like,
One of them might think they have the edge, but they also been training, might have done some different
yeah.
things.
And I don't know. I don't think I heard how long ago they trained together.
Right.
So there could have been a lot of growth, a lot of advancement. But one of them was walking in way more confident than the other because of
for
it.
sure. Yeah. Like, damn, this dude hits hard.
Like Armin's probably like, dude, I fucked him up in sparring.
I hope he doesn't punch me in the nose.
Sign the contract. Yeah. He comes out, gets clipped in the first 10 seconds. Like, oh fuck,
Didn't expect this.
Then we're watching commercials for the next 10 minutes.
dude, you did Corey. So Corey had a birthday party. He missed that Orlov and the blood fest from earlier.
Yeah. Yep.
Dude's eye closed shut, shattered, had to been. Kept fighting.
They let him keep fighting?
Yeah.
I mean, they never checked it to be because it was swollen shut.
It was almost baseball.
It was bad.
Yeah.
Kept fighting. He was very offensive. Third round gets dropped, gets beat up again, fights out of it, ends up being the guy more aggressive on the feet at the end. And both of them are just leaking blood. Like, if you look at the canvas, there's one section of the canvas, it's just nothing but blood.
Oh shit, I had to see if I see that.
I think it's in one of the corners because we were looking at the next fight.
Yeah, they were standing
Ryan's like,
in it.
There's a standing in it. I'm like, well, they clean it. They like come in and like clean it
They
up.
put
some.
they like spray alcohol and shit
Yeah.
on it to disinfect it.
Well, they all get tested too, so
Well, yeah, I know, but still.
there's no like threat. But
Sure, I would hope so.
yeah, you had like,
Yep.
oh, see right there.
Jesus.
Yeah, that's all from
Look,
one
oh
fight.
my gosh.
Like they're all,
That's wild to think about. You know, you're in the last fight and there's just everyone else's blood on the mat.
they're on all fours, and the one you're gonna see it dripping the whole time. I'm like, dude, he's just leaking. Ryan's like, I know what the. And the commentary's like, oh, he's done. He'd fight back to his feet.
I mean, getting punched in the face.
All right,
And
well,
just steady standing up.
I gotta go.
You out?
Yeah, we're going to Katie tonight.
All right.
Oh, okay.
Have a good time.
See y'all later.
Old haunt.
That was quick.
Hopefully, I can log into the phone and watch this on the way there.
Hey, don't be fucking us up though. If you log in and it kicks me out, I'm be so pissed. You can watch the stream and get our reactions.
Yeah, there you go.
Dude, how about this guy? This dude's straight a pirate. Has one eyeball. All right, hold on. Wow.
That's wild. I couldn't imagine fighting with one eye.
Well, so Bisping did it.
Really?
Yeah. He didn't do it his whole career, but like something he lost sight in his eye. I don't know if it was a complete sight loss, but it pretty much blind.
That's wild.
To where when he would go for his physicals to get approved to fight, he would memorize the eye chart so he could cheat it and pass.
Wow.
It was that bad. Well, I've never heard the full story, but some people say he can only fight in like Abu Dhabi and these other out of country because commissions aren't gonna clear him to fight with one eye.
Right.
I don't know how true it is, but
Because I think, how often do they go to Abu Dhabi?
quite a bit. Like this might be the 1, 2. Well, they also fight other places outside the
Right.
U.S. because they go to Saudi Arabia now. They just started going to Saudi Arabia, which that's where he fought last. There's probably 4 to 6 events in Abu Dhabi, Saudi Arabia now a year.
Yeah.
So
I remember watching this dude before.
really,
I know I've seen fights at Abu Dhabi.
no, you have. I don't know if he was in the UFC then though. I think this is only his third UFC fight.
Really?
He's newer to the UFC.
I know I've seen him fight before.
I might have shown you highlights because, like, hey, this dude, he looks like a movie villain. His
Yeah.
look,
Yeah.
like, especially with his bandana and stuff, one eye, the beard.
Yeah.
And there's some like pictures on Instagram. Obviously, they're kind of like done up a little bit, but you're like, that dude's a movie villain. But his stand up is crazy good. But yeah, but they say because of the one eye, they're not sure he can get cleared to fight in the U.S. So he's pretty much, if there's a fight card in Abu Dhabi or Saudi Arabia, they put him on it because that's where he can fight.
Right. So what is it, like a liability or something? Because
Well, you got to
look,
think.
he's
So
14-0.
yeah, no, he's good. That's the thing. You got to think. Like you're looking at me, you're not going to see anything coming from that side,
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
So I'm just throwing these looping hooks. You don't see them.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, like you said, 14-0. He's learned to fight with it. He's learned.
His other senses are heightened because of it.
Well, I don't know if you could hear or smell a punch coming.
Well, no, but I mean, your other eye.
if the dude's like,
I can smell you coming.
if he's out there like a snake, like, oh, I could taste that one coming, and he just dodges it.
Right. If he starts doing some snake shit.
I mean, the dude's pretty good. Now he left. I'm gonna have to adjust this camera. Damn it, Corey. All right, give me an eyeball. Let me know when it's like
Gotcha.
kind of back centered. Yep. Good. Yep. You the man.
Oh, I know.
Dude, it's been a minute since you've been on one, dude.
Yes. It's been
Dude, that's
too
a
long.
crazy. Like, it's crazy. Like, I have two things, right? NFL, UFC, and my brain capacity is because, like, during the week, I listen to every day. I listen to 4 Cowboys podcasts every day,
Really?
and as soon as those are done, I either go to like, depending who's JRE, I'll listen to, but then it's straight to MMA podcast. It's those 2 sports. Like,
Damn.
that's all, you know. And then I buy everything. I watch almost every fight. And you were there when you were like fully on the. You were into like watching the fights all the time.
Oh, yeah. I didn't want to miss it.
It's the most exciting sport there is.
And definitely unpredictable.
That's why it's-
there's
'cause you
way this
never
is
know.
fixed.
Like, you can look. I could look at you, and something stupid could happen. I'm like,
Right.
I've missed everything. Oh, see, like right there, like somebody could have dropped.
Uh-oh.
Oh, he's landing on bullet. So we were talking, like they trained together, they sparred. So does Petrosian know, like, if I pressure him,
He's going to buckle.
he doesn't do well when I pressure him because I've done it in training.
Yeah, they.
And then Shara Bullett's like, yeah, he had well, but I've trained so much more. I have some answers to that now. That's where I could feel like one of them, like I said, has more confidence. The other one's probably like, yeah, I've seen it. I survived it, and I have answers for it. You can tell Share Bullet's definitely looking for the counter
Yeah.
because he's just sitting back.
That's really all he's been doing.
Mm-hmm.
They know each other's techniques for sure.
Dude, his kicks are so... Oh!
Damn.
Dude, they are fucking throwing. Let's go.
Yes, they are.
That shit in the shin shit's gotta suck. You notice, like, every time Cher is throwing kicks, Petrosian's answering with punches,
Yeah.
and he's catching them with them, too. Like, he's
Yep.
timing the kicks.
Crowd's going wild.
Yeah, they're all Cher Bullet fans. It's like the Muslim population there, and him being from, like, Russia. Oh, he hurt him. So they all have like that religious background. So they all like, it's like the Khabib thing. They're all like Muslim, so
Yeah.
they support each other. Whew. He just throws all that power into the leg kick. Ooh, overhand. Speaking of leg kicks, you see that Aiden Hutchinson leg break from a couple weeks ago against us?
I did not.
It was bad. Oh, it's weird because like I think we were grilling something. So like I have a 24-inch TV, so I take it on the deck. We'll watch football sitting on the deck and stuff. And we're sitting there, and our neighbor comes out on the deck. He's grilling all the time, and we see him sack Dak Prescott, and he's on the ground. He's injured. And we're like, "What happened?" We're like, I don't know. They don't show the replay. It looked like a normal sack. And he's coming out. He's like, "What happened?" We're like, "I don't know. No one knows." And he's like, "I think they said broken leg." I was like, "It looked like a routine sack." And then like they show this. Well, they didn't show it on there, but you had to look it up later. You saw the slow motion replay. Mm-hmm. It's like he goes to tackle. He's whipping around, and his leg gets whipped, and his teammates coming in. His leg just wraps around his teammate's leg and just done.
What was it? Deshaun Watson? Didn't he
just tore his Achilles?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's been like an influx of Achilles injuries in the past 2 or 3 years for some reason. And a lot of people blame it on like the turf against grass.
Yeah. A lot of the players hate turf.
Yeah. Which I don't know if like, does it grab the cleat more?
I'm not sure.
I want to say I've heard something about like the way like it doesn't give as much as like natural grass, and it kind of like
More
you
grip.
stick to it.
Yeah.
To where like you go to like pivot off, but it's like it doesn't give right away.
Right.
And that causes the torque to I don't know. But
Yeah, I don't know.
I think there's been a big push like they want like the ownership and all them like we need to go more natural grass and stuff. Which is hard to like if you're like in a dome, you can't grow natural grass.
Right.
Unless you're Arizona where you have your field that moves out of the stadium and then moves back in.
Yeah.
It's like
That's wild.
like if you look at some of these stadiums they build now, you're like, how the hell? All right. I gotta use the bathroom between rounds. Keep them entertained there, big dog.
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Who am I talking to? I can't see the comments. Oh.
happened that time, I'm good. It's like an ongoing theme that anytime I like have to like go do something while the fight happens, that's when shit happens.
Yeah.
There was like a fight. I was like, I gotta pee so bad, and I was trying to hold, and I got up and went. As soon as I go in there and unzip, I just hear Corey go, "Oh shit!" and I can hear commentary in my ear. I'm like, "Fuck!" And then there was one fight. Fuck, what was? I forget which one it was. But I was like, all right, I'm making drinks. Got up to make drinks. Oh, it was Alex Pereira, Yuri Prochazka 2. And he knocked him out at the beginning of the second. So I was like, oh, between rounds, I'll go make drinks. I'm making drinks. They start the second round, head kick, knockout, missed it. I was like, are you kidding me? So it's like every time I get up to go and Corey's here, I'm like, it's going to happen. He's like, yeah, go. He's like, want you to go away. Low blow.
Yeah. Right in the bullets.
I'd take the whole 5 minutes.
I don't know.
I mean, you know how you feel, but if like I felt any ounce of like discomfort, I'm waiting.
Oh yeah, for sure. You know, I did have a word that I used to say a lot. What did I used to say when you're... And Jared used to make fun of me. Was it absolutely?
Absolutely.
Yeah. You know, I try not to say that now.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, because every time we would say something, you'd go, absolutely.
Yeah.
You're like, absolutely. You can tell Petrosian does a lot better when he pressures him and gets him against the fence. As soon as they get space, Share a Bullet looks a lot cleaner, way faster in open space.
Damn. You just had to fix the cup.
Oh,
ooh.
Caught him coming in there, huh, bud? Absolutely.
Absolutely.
See, like he looks way better when he gets Share a Bullet against it backed up.
Ooh.
He's not pressuring him like he did to start the fight.
No. Momentum's changed a little bit.
A lot changes when you start gasping for air. Like we were talking about that fight earlier where they beat the shit out of each other. The one dude got his ass beat, but then looked like the better fighter to stop the fight because the other dude was so gassed.
Yeah.
He couldn't throw anything.
I thought it was going to happen for sure. I'm surprised he didn't press more.
Well, that's something. He had like a minute. Oh, he had like a minute to work. I was like, but easier said when you haven't been beat the fuck up and you're out of breath. Like it's, dude, throw something. Throw some. I'm trying. All right. Or it's more like, I'm trying here.
Yeah.
You know, my eyes swollen shut. I can't see shit. It's also too like the mind fuck, right? Like, because in your head you're like, throw, but you know if I throw the wrong thing at the wrong time, it's coming back at me.
Yeah.
So it's like, it's a weird thing. That was a clean kick.
These two keep touching each other.
Well, that is kind of the whole point.
You know what I mean.
He's touching me.
They're playing with each other.
Come on, Petrosian.
Ooh.
They both fake low kicks. Oh!
Ooh, did that connect? Or
It sounded like it did.
Some of these smacks. God. You know his shit's got to
It
hurt.
brings up so the judging. So there was one fight earlier, the opening fight, right? They were complaining about the judging. And then the Salt Lake City card, the last pay-per-view, they were complaining about the judging. And I was like, what if they could do... So they offer a pay-per-view, right? Let's say it's $10 cheaper. You get no commentary. And you get very little crowd noise, right? And you get an app on your phone. And the first 1,000 people, right? Knocked them out. See, I missed it because I was talking.
Oh, I missed it too.
So when you sign up the pay-per-view, you get a code or a QR code to link to your app, right?
Right.
You get to watch the fights, no commentary, and then kind of minimize the crowd noise, but you get to hear the fights. So you get to hear the slaps, the kicks, so you know the stuff.
Right.
The first 1,000 people get the opportunity to score it. So now judging's done by the viewers, right?
Right.
Out of 1,000 people, and that's how you pick decisions.
I feel like a lot of people, no matter what.
Oh, spinning back fist, and then he comes back with the opposite. Watch this shit. Blocked, and then throws the other one.
Ooh.
Put him out. Oh, the first one sounded worse.
Yeah. Oh.
Oh, dude. Way to start the first fight of the pay-per-view.
Yeah, that was good.
That was an entertaining fight.
That was very good.
You know the knockout? So my first thought was, let people have no audio. You just watch the fight. But I'm like, you kind of need to hear the punches to kind of hear the impact. Right. That's where I was like, all right, no commentary. And then you just take, all right, everyone scores yes, no. Like, share a bullet round 1, vote him. And then whoever got the most votes out of 1,000. And that's how you judge who won the fight. Instead of 3 judges in the crowd.
Yeah.
I don't know, because judging is a little shoddy.
Yeah. I feel like it always will be.
That's what I feel like the more people you have do it, the better results you have. Because you're going to have more people see it one way. You know what I'm saying?
Right. But you got to almost be unbiased too. You can't.
But that is the issue. That's why you have 1,000 people.
Yeah.
Because some people are going to be biased, and then some people are going to be like, no, I'm going to judge it straight up. You have 1,000, and that kind of works out the biased. I would hope.
Yeah.
Dude, him versus Adesanya would be fun.
I don't know. I think Adesanya would piece him.
Adesanya, since he lost to Strickland, then he got submitted by Driscus. He's on a 2-fight losing streak.
Wow.
He's kind of on the old downslide. You know how fast you have to be? And how quick twitch muscle to be able to spin and then stop, spin back.
Yeah.
With that power and quickness, that's crazy.
God.
He spun with his good eye too, so he saw it coming.
Who's this cat?
The neighbor.
Is he the one that was talking to you?
Yeah. He's pretty cool. He's a cool cat. He's into collecting bourbon too. And he always tries to collect the real. He's it's weird because he's not a big he'll say, I'm not the biggest fan of drinking bourbon. He's like, I like them, but I was like, But he'll go and he's like, "Oh, there was a drop," and like stuff. Like there was I want to say last December there was a drop, and Corey was working, so I was like, "Shit, I'll go and I'll get Corey a Christmas gift." So I was like, "I'll go," and I'm standing in line. I'm like, "Fuck, 7 o'clock. I'm gonna be standing here by myself for 3 hours." Luckily, I see him pull in next in line, gets behind me. I'm like, I have someone to talk to, someone I know. I was just like, when I told you, like, yeah, we show up at like 7 a.m. You're like 3 hours. Like, it was a good time. Like, the people in front of us, they were like 2 nurses, and like it was a husband and wife. We're joking with them. There's an older guy behind us talking about pickleball and with us, and he's like, "What bottle you at?" And you talked. It's fun. Like the 3 hours literally go by fast. I will say the December time I did go and like I was by myself. It was like not December, it was after Christmas, but it's cold. Everyone has someone with them. I'm by myself. So I'm sitting there, I'm like, all right, this is cool. Someone would stand in line, all the rest of them would go to McDonald's, get food, and bring it back. Oh. I'm like, I can't get out of line. I have no one to hold my spot. And I'm sitting there smelling all this McDonald's. Oh my God, it smells so good. Motherfuckers, like, by myself, I can't leave.
Oh, that sucks.
But like, so Virginia ABC recently changed it. Like, they're not doing the drops anymore.
Really?
Well, I think where they screwed themselves, like talking to the guy that works at our ABC store, the last minute drops, right? Because they might only have one person on the schedule. Because it's like, we just need somebody to work register. You're there at a smaller store.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, a text message, oh, all the stores are eligible to sell allocated stuff. Well, now this one person has to go to the back stock, bring the stuff up, set it up, work the register, and then it's an influx of people because everyone gets a text message, so it's...
Right.
And I was like, yeah. I was like, I never came to those because like most of them happened during the day while I was at work, during the week. It was a Saturday drops where you would get the email or text message on Monday going, hey, Saturday, we're doing a big drop. So you could plan out. And he's like, that was perfect because we would like, all right, now we know we need 4 people on staff at open 10 a.m. But I think those last minute drops are, and then like, I think a lot of people like, somebody was saying like in the bigger cities, it kind of got out of hand. Like people were like calling friends and buying it all up, and it got on. So they were just like, we're not doing drops. It's just we get it in, it goes on the shelf. If you're there when it goes on the shelf, good for you.
Right.
And it's just like now it's like I have to show up on a Thursday at noon, get lucky,
Right.
to get a allocated bottle, and I'm just like. The drop, I was fine waiting in line for 3 hours, and I guaranteed myself a rare bottle.
Right.
And it's like, now I don't get them, you know? So, because me and Corey, we even told each other, like, we're not buying, we're going to go buy, like, our benchmarks. Right. That's it. We're not going and buying random everyday bottles anymore. We're just going to start buying allocated rare bottles. And now we don't even have a chance. Unless we're like one of those psychos that goes to ABC store every day. Which people do. Like, there'll be a guy that goes every day at, like, noon to check. And then, oh, it's here. Text his friends. Now you got 10 people running into the store buying all the bottles. You don't even get it. So.
That's crazy.
Which the bourbon market got so out of hand. It still kind of is. Like, being in Virginia, a state-run thing, if you get it all at MSRP. Like, whatever it's set at is what you buy it at.
Yeah.
Like, the H. Taylor's, the ones in the yellow tube, they're $50, $60 bottles. If I went on secondary, I could sell them for $100, $120 on secondary.
Damn.
Yeah. That's how bad second, like, if you went online to buy that bottle, you'd pay $100, $120 for it.
Yeah. Do they limit what you can buy when you
one
go to the
bottle
drops?
per person?
Okay.
Yeah.
So no matter what, it's just one bottle per person.
One person per person. That's all you can do.
Okay.
Yeah. Which the H. Taylor was one that I was like, I want it. I think we went to like 2 drops. We weren't close enough in line. They were sold out. Went one, got it. Second one, went up there and I was like, I'm buying a second one. Because now, like, if I haven't opened them yet, but if I open one, I don't feel so bad.
Yeah.
Because I can kill a bottle. And I'm like, I have one to keep in the collection.
Yeah.
Which is my goal for most of my bottles. Like, I'd like to have a second one before I open it. That way, I still have the collection going.
Right.
I don't feel like, oh, don't drink it. So,
Yeah.
this fight's going to be fun. So, Dan Ige, this is probably one of the craziest stories in UFC history. UFC 303, Diego Lopez was supposed to fight Brian Ortega. I'll give props to Diego Lopez too with the story. Day of weigh-ins comes. They're supposed to fight at 145. Day of weigh-ins comes out. Brian, I can't make 145. Can we do 155? Diego Lopez, fine. We'll weigh in at 155. They weigh in. They get to fight day. Nothing said. The fight card's going on. And I think, like, somewhere in the prelims, it cuts to, like, Anik and them, and it goes, so we have some news. Brian Ortega is sick, has pulled out of the fight. So on 4 hours' notice, Dan Ige lives in, like, I think it was in Vegas. He lives, like, 20 minutes from the arena.
Yeah.
They call Dan Ige. He accepts. They go, what's your weight? He's like, so he was in training camp for a fight that was supposed to happen like 3 weeks later. Blah, blah, blah. 165. All right. They go, are you cool to fight at 165 now? So Diego Lopez has to weigh in again. I think he ends up weighing like 162, 161 point
Okay,
something.
so he was close enough.
Yeah, because you put weight back on.
Yeah.
Dan Ige comes in, weighs like 165 on 4 hours notice off the couch.
And wins.
No, he lost.
Oh.
But to be sitting on your couch, he's like, I was sitting on the couch watching the fights with my family. Got the call. It's like, I've been waiting for a moment like this. Drives to the arena, fights 4 hours later.
Wow. But he was in training and everything?
So he was scheduled to fight like 3 weeks later. He had like a scheduled fight.
Okay.
Which where it worked because you have to get, in order to fight, you have to get licensed by the commission. Like you have to go through all the pre-checks and everything. So you have to have like a license to fight. So he already had that because he had a fight booked. Is how it worked. But he went to decision with him. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh wow.
So it wasn't like he got knocked out early. Like 4 hours notice, stepped in, fought, went to lost, but still,
That's
like
crazy.
that's badass.
Yeah.
To be like,
And that goes against his record too, don't it?
yeah, you mean you get a loss.
See, I feel like
It goes against your record, but in the appeal of public opinion, it helps you.
yeah.
Because like that's going to be a story told every time he fights. They're going to tell that story, and you're like, oh, he's a bad. Now you're a fan favorite.
Yeah.
I could give two shits about Dan Ige until that moment. I'm like, now he's going to be one of my favorites because that's a badass moment.
Yeah. That's dedication.
But that's just like a fight. You're like being a fighter. You're built different. Like he's like, this is what I do.
So is this did he end up fighting 3 weeks later?
No, he didn't.
He had to back out of that one.
Yeah. So he got pulled. I don't know if they replaced him with someone else or that fight just fell apart. I don't know what happened, but
Okay. I don't know. I guess depending on who I was fighting and, you know, if it would benefit me to fight this guy,
yeah, cool.
I would
So
switch up.
Diego Lopez was like, he's a very big up and coming guy. Like he's fun to watch. Has a kind of he's on the up and come of being a big name, right? And they were the third fight. So it was the main event, co-main, and then they were that fight. Diego Lopez was. So you get called 4 hours notice to come off your couch to be the premier fight of the night.
True.
And now, but like I said, now that story's going to live with you forever. You're the only guy to come off your couch in 4 hours notice and fight. The only guy.
And probably will only be for a long time.
Exactly. So now you have
crazy.
something that people can like connect to and go, all right, that's why I like you. Win, lose, or draw, you're going to be that guy.
Yep. I wish he'd have won that one.
I mean, it would have been badass if he did. Which Lerone Murphy's nasty at stand up.
Yeah, I'm seeing that with his accolades there.
Yeah, right. And Dan Ige is he's more of like a get in close brawler type. So it's going to be interesting if he can close the distance and make it a dogfight, or can Murphy keep the distance, pick him apart. So
I'm sure Murphy's got reach on him.
Oh, 100%. But these guys are the same featherweight, same weight class that Ilia and Max fight at. So like these are some up and come. I don't know if Ige will ever get to title contention, but Lerone Murphy definitely. There's an opportunity if like he wins this one, keeps going, could be a contender down the road for either Max or Ilia.
Was Ige 14? Was that his rank? Is he ranked?
Yeah, he's 14. Yeah,
14. Okay.
yeah. Which Ige I think is
Oh, what are you streaming on, by the way?
YouTube.
Okay.
Yeah. YouTube and Twitch.
What would you rather?
YouTube. Oh dang, they're both 1991s. The Ige's 18 and 8. Yeah, ring 14. Lerone Murphy's 12.
This ain't you.
That ain't me, dog. Are you not subscribed? Just go to subscribed ones.
I should be.
Yeah, well, you should be. If you're not, subscribe.
Oh, okay.
Speaking to the people out there watching, like, subscribe, leave a comment.
Yeah, let me go ahead and subscribe.
You got some comments you want to hear?
I've been on here so many times and I'm not subscribed.
You piece of shit.
Yeah.
You've been part of them
What a
so many
dickhead.
times. You don't even like yourself, obviously.
Not really. No. There we go. All right, who we calling? I got Murphy.
I'm gonna a smart man goes Murphy, but my heart goes Ige.
Yeah, for sure. For the last fight. But you never know.
Good. That's the fun part of. That's the best part of the MMA universe. Like, you never know. It takes one punch. Like we've already seen 2 knee injuries. It takes him to take a wrong step, knee blown. Now the other guy won.
Yep.
Like it's so many options of how you could lose or win these fights.
So now what do they consider that? How did he get that win?
TKO.
TKO?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because technically, like, a lot of them, you could, like, look at something the other fighter did that caused it. So, like, the Jeff Neal one, he punched him, causing him to, like, squat and walk awkwardly, cause his knees to blow. Right?
Okay.
Now,
Yep.
like, if they're just fight, they both walk, the one guy blows his knee just walking towards the other guy, it's
Yeah.
still a TKO, but it's kind of like, all right, you didn't do shit to cause that. That's like the Curtis Blades Tom Aspinall one. Tom Aspinall throws a leg kick, hits Curtis Blades and blows his knee out on that.
That's that's
Technically,
understandable.
Curtis Blades calls the knee because you got, you know. But.
Yeah.
About Ige's out. Oh, nice.
Watch that elbow.
Oh, that's a nice jab by Murphy.
See, my ankles are so bad. I'd go to do a leg kick and hit right around my ankle, and my
Just
foot
done.
would fall off. Yeah.
Oh, nice. Oh, wow.
Damn.
That was nice.
Better keep him down. Uh-oh.
He closed distance by throwing punches, and then just those hips were there. And he's just like, I got you. See how his legs are straight and he's got his legs wrapped around his legs? You can't build a base.
Yeah, you're not gonna get up.
Yeah. That's like a Khabib 101. Khabib did that to everyone. This is actually the second fighter tonight that's done that.
Supposedly Murphy got worked on the ground.
Yeah, his background is definitely stand up. Stand up's great. I just don't know how well his ground game is. There it is.
Uh-oh.
One hook in by Ige.
He'll get around.
Yeah, Murphy's going to work around. There it is. Way to work back up by Murphy. He's got to get space now.
And I seen John Jones is going to fight here again soon.
November 15th against Stipe. I think it's 15th.
Ooh. Now that's heavyweight, correct?
Yeah, it's for the undisputed heavyweight title. So currently Tom Aspinall has the interim title because Jones and Stipe were supposed to fight last November. Jones tore his pec like a month out. So then they had Aspinall versus Sergey Pavlovich fight for the interim title.
Okay.
And actually, Tom Aspinall has defended the interim title in the meantime against Curtis Blades and won.
Huh.
So, supposedly Tom Aspinall is the backup fighter. I just don't think if either one falls out, either Stipe or Jones is going to take that fight.
Yeah.
Because Tom Aspinall is a freak of nature. Because he's like 6'5", true heavy, like 250 something, but moves like a 170.
Really?
And he's super well rounded. Like ground game, striking's really good.
So interim compared to actually having the title, what's the difference?
It's like 1A, 1B.
Okay.
So like interim's the belt made when like they don't want to strip the champion.
Okay.
But the champion can't fight for a long time.
What happened? We got to quit looking at each other.
Yeah, we keep talking, looking, and it's second time.
Oh, wow.
Has got to go.
This is insane.
You got to move, Murphy. Oh, he tried to answer.
Don't tire yourself.
Oh! Holy shit. Oh, there's nasty.
Okay.
Dude.
All right. So who's got round one?
Ige. Because he hurt him. Ige
Yes.
because he hurt him. And he had the ground
and the
ground
takedown and control.
Yeah. Shit, I forgot what we were talking about. Oh, the interim and thing. So they make the interim title just so they can kind of have a guy hold a belt while the champion can't fight.
Okay.
Now, the whole dream scenario is the interim title holder should eventually fight the undisputed title to combine them.
Right.
Because technically right now you have two heavyweight champions. Especially because Aspinall defended, like he took out a challenger
Right.
for the interim title.
Now, see, now that, John and Stipe are going to fight, see, I don't think that's right. I think, like you say, they need to go back to one.
I mean, technically the undisputed guy is the higher on the scale guy, right?
Yeah.
But you would hope so. In the perfect scenario, the winner of John Jones Stipe fights Aspinall.
Okay.
That in the perfect world, that's what would happen.
Okay.
It's just I don't know if either John Jones or Stipe's retiring. I think win or lose either way.
That makes sense.
I just don't see any anyone wanting to fight Tom Aspinall because he's so good.
That good.
Yeah.
When does he fight next? Do you know?
He doesn't have anything scheduled. Like I said, he's scheduled to be the backup fighter.
Okay.
So let's say the week of Stipe gets hurt or gets sick. Technically, Aspinall's supposed to step in and fight John Jones, or vice versa. John Jones, Stipe. Now, in that case, John Jones probably would get stripped, and then Stipe and Tom would fight for the undisputed title.
Yeah.
But it's also one of those things like Stipe or Johns would have to agree to fight.
Yeah.
So
Stipe wins. You think he'll still retire?
Yeah,
regardless,
I think because he's in his 40s. Has nothing to.
I won. Let it go.
The storyline is you have the greatest heavyweight ever in Stipe fighting the greatest fighter ever that now currently holds the heavyweight title. So that's kind of like the story, and it's kind of like it seems like it's both of them. Their end games, like Stipe's end game is fighting John Jones.
Yeah.
You know, John Jones hints at it being his last fight, hints at it's not, so it's hard to tell. It's in my head now because I want to keep talking to you and looking at you, but I like every time I do, we miss something.
I don't know. That'd be a hell of a moment. Whoever wins and loses, they both retire on the spot.
I mean, a lot of people are saying that's what's going to happen. But John Jones just seems like he does have more in the tank.
Oh, I'm sure he does. He's a freak of nature.
And, like, that's the thing. He's not scared of Tom Aspinall. Like, John Jones, no reason to be scared of anyone. But it's all also in the back of your head. Do I give up my perfect record? Like, you do have a loss, but your one loss is a disqualification. You didn't lose.
Yeah.
You lost because you beat the shit out of someone and got disqualified for 12 to 6 elbows.
Yeah.
But you know what they say, though? Money talks.
Yes, it does.
If the UFC is like, listen, you're not really into but here's $15 million to step in there and fight that man. All right, I'll take $15 million. And John Jones probably thinks he can win that fight. So it's not like he's going in there going, I'll take $15 million to lose. This is where having that height advantage and length advantage helps. Because you're the taller fighter, but you can get your head lower than his. He can't go nowhere.
Right. I don't know. I haven't really paid attention this round. I don't know who's winning this round.
I haven't paid attention much either, so.
We'll go on the last minute 30.
We're going to judge the whole fight by the last minute 30.
Yep.
This is why we wouldn't be great participants in judging fights.
Not at all.
Oh. It still blows my how fast they can do that shit. You can tell Lerone Murphy's way crisper on the feet. Like, his strikes are just right down the middle and crisp.
Yeah, he's almost got the
Where Dan Ige is kind of like, he wings his shit a little more.
I feel like he's kind of got to with not having the reach. He's got to get in there and just do what he can.
But Ige throws way more power. Like, if he hits you, you're going down.
Uh-oh.
Full mount, too.
Back.
Yeah, that sounded like Luto Brandon.
Ooh.
I wish I knew what your comment said, Carlos, but I don't speak it. I know Brandon, but other than that. Oh, triangle. Yeah, we're going to the third. All right, bathroom, drink. You need a drink or anything?
Sure.
What are you looking like that for?
I don't know. Oh, because you're going to the bathroom again already. You're leaving me here to entertain. It's weird talking to myself. I'm trying to figure out what Carlos said here. I will figure it out. There we go. I'm not watching the point.
What?
I'm not watching the point. I don't know.
I guess that's because I commented we're not watching.
Hold on, I may have typed it in wrong.
Oh, you're translating it. Ooh, another takedown. I got the wizard.
Oh yeah, it switched it up. I don't know why it's not I'm not resisting the fight. I don't know. It might mean something a little different than what translation
I
says.
say sometimes it translate. It means something, but when you translate, it don't.
Yeah.
sound right.
What in the heck? There's 69 in. I hope he gets it. All right, Ige's got this round so far, I believe.
I think it might be 19-19 going into this. I think Ige won round 1, 10-9. Murphy won round 2, 10-9.
I see that.
Ooh, could be looking for an arm triangle.
Oh, yeah, he ain't getting back to his feet like that.
There it is. Post up.
Uh-oh.
There it is. But look at Ige. Oh!
Wow.
That's when, like, ground grappling's fun.
Triangle again.
Yep. He's got to rotate his whole body to that other side, though.
It doesn't look like he's really trying to.
Nah, it's like he's just trying to hold position a little bit.
Yeah. Not letting Murphy get up.
But it could be, too, like, you trying to, like, lull them into, like, oh, he's not going to do anything, and then you explode.
Yeah.
You know, and like, oh, now I'm there. It's a lot of, like, mind games when you're in there. Because, like, you got to catch them not expecting it. Oop, triangle. Those long limbs help with that shit.
Yeah, for some reason, that's my favorite submission.
The triangle?
Yes.
Oh, it's,
I don't know why.
for a long time, it probably was mine.
I put the old lady in it a while back.
Y'all get freaky.
We were wrestling, and I was like, oh, yeah, watch this. And I put her in a triangle, and she's like, get off. Good times.
Did y'all do that naked or fully clothed?
It was clothed, unfortunately.
Aw, dang it.
Yeah, she's like, you're nothing. I could take you. I was like, all right, let's go.
It's fun. Speaking of naked, there was a guy at work, like he's been doing jiu-jitsu classes, and when he first told me, I was like, did you sign up for one of those naked ones? And he was like, what? I said, you know what I said. I said, your favorite's the naked north-south position, isn't it? It's basically 69.
Uh-huh.
See, now, like, Murphy's got to do something here to win this round, I think. But Ooh.
Ooh, watch the back of that noggin.
I love when the first two fights of the pay-per-view card are fun.
Yeah.
You know, like there's been so many pay-per-view cards you start and the first two are just like, okay, cool. Let's just get through these. Oh.
He's out.
Yeah, he got out. It looked deep for a second, that anaconda.
Look at this. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Wow. I think Murphy might lose his undefeated streak here.
It's looking like it so far. Oh, this is round 3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I said, I think Ige 1, Murphy 2. Don't speak too soon. We've seen 1 second knockouts.
Uh-oh. Come on. Come on. Just go for a takedown. There we go. Uh-oh.
That was a close fight, though. I say Ige, but who do you think?
Yeah, I got Ige for sure.
You think so?
Oh, yeah.
Dang.
29-28.
29-28.
That's what I'm calling.
Ooh, right on the eyeball.
By split decision.
Got split both ways. On the eyebrow and by decision. Murphy landing some nice elbows.
But didn't phase Ige at all. That dude's tough.
Oh, dude.
But see, I feel like Ige in round 3 had more control. Ooh.
That's a nice knee.
Oh, then he went to
See, this is where, like, all right, so if you did, like, you bought the judging thing, you wouldn't be able to show the slow motion replays. That's what I'm saying. You would have to sell the pay-per-view as a $10 cheaper, or a cheaper price.
Right.
Because you get no commentary. You get no replays, right? You have to judge it by the live performance.
Right.
Right? So I think there's something you work in there. I think it's a great idea, but it's also
I would
my own
like
idea.
that. Maybe they can do something like that on the side.
Like you could do some test. They gave us
Are you
Liver
fucking
Murphy.
kidding me?
I didn't think he won.
No, not at all. I mean, yeah, he did some good stuff, but
But see, that makes me want my idea more. Right?
Yeah.
Because all right, we both are two of the 1,000, right?
yeah.
We would have gave it to Ige.
No. What do you mean? Yeah, of course. Not really.
But like we said, Ige won, Murphy 2. Then Ige was on top on the ground position most of the third round.
Yeah.
So you got to score most. I mean, I don't know. That's also too like doing like these, like Fisticuff Alley, you do miss a lot, and I need to get better at like going back and rewatching fights, right?
Yeah.
Like go by myself, rewatch them, because like a lot of people do say like, oh, watching it live, I saw it this way. I've watched it 3 times since, and I was like, oh, I see why.
Yeah.
I just watching it live, I don't see how. But it's not a fight where I'm upset he won. I could see. So
Yeah. We didn't really have too much of a favorite in that.
no, I just don't see if I thought Ige won 1. I thought Murphy won 2. I thought Ige definitely won 3. So that's 2-1, you know.
Yeah. Well, I was right. Murphy won.
Yeah. Well, I said, I bet with my head,
Yeah.
Murphy.
Yep.
Bet with my heart, I'm going Ige because. See, I wonder, like, the judges, right? Do unbeaten streaks play into their head?
I thought about that too.
Because, like, it's that Ric Flair saying, to be the man, you got to beat the man.
Yeah. And like, well, this guy's undefeated.
He didn't get his ass whooped. He was in the fight. All right, here we go.
What?
So they all saw
I wonder,
the third round for Murphy.
I wonder if it's because they both had takedowns and control in the third round, and then at the end,
Yeah, but
the knee.
Ige had the majority of the control time.
Right.
So like, I do know they judge by damage. Like you judge damage first,
You're
right?
seeing all the slow motion highlights of it.
But they don't see that because they're in the crowd. Like they don't get to see the replays. They don't get to see the stats. You're sitting. You're not in the crowd, but you're sitting ringside. And I think they're separate. They're not even next to each other. Like there's one here, one here, one here. Like,
Oh, really?
yeah, they don't even sit near. I think they're in different spots.
Oh, okay.
And you judge. But I just don't see how you don't go. If both fighters have kind of equal damage, even slightly, but the one guy has way more control time, I give it to him.
Yeah. I wonder if the damage at the end is what won round 3.
It might have. I mean,
Because they were sort of neck and neck. It
Yeah.
really could have went either way.
and they go through like classes and like this is what we expect from you. So who knows what they're being told? Like look for this,
Yeah.
and stuff. So that's where I kind of like you get 1,000, the first 1,000 people to sign up and activate their codes. They're the judges for the night, or you can split it up. Like,
I would
you
say
do it
that
for the
night.
night. You do it for the night,
Yeah.
the whole fight
The
card.
first 1,000, yeah. See,
'Cause
I
now you're-
would like to see the difference, to see what people
That's what I'm
actually
saying.
think.
You could do a
compared to-
test. Like the first, you do 10 test cards, right? And those 10 cards, you go by the traditional method, but you compare. Right? So the 3 judges gave it to this guy, and our new method gave it to this guy.
Right.
Are they exactly or? So like the first fight of the night, commentary was like, dude got robbed. Like he won the fight, but the judges gave it to the other guy.
Yeah.
So in that situation, did the 1,000 people give it to the other guy? To where like the upper, like Dana White and all them agree, like, yeah, that guy won. This one went, the judges went this way.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Now,
Which I've thought about doing, like, because we have like the podcast and stuff.
yeah.
I don't have the methods or know how to make that
To create our own sort of,
app.
judging.
Right.
Yes. Oh, dude.
But I'd be like,
That would be huge.
watch the podcast. Here's the code to sign in. We'll see how our audience judges these fights.
Yep.
I mean, I'm sure there's definitely there's Fiverr.
That's money.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
But I
there is
think-
another app that does that?
No,
That
not that I-
allows the listeners to judge?
Not that I know of. But like I said, I don't want like that's why I'm saying the UFC did, they had to get rid of commentary.
Yeah.
Because you do get some input from like them that I don't think you need the influence of. I just want you to be able to watch the fight, no influence. Like you can hear the crowd a little bit, but you all you can hear is the punches and strikes and watch the fight. That's it.
Right.
We get no slow-mo replay after the fight, which I guess if like you worked it out to where your judging had to be in before they showed the replays, you're fine.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the app would have like a countdown, right? So end of round 1, there's a 10-second countdown. You have to vote within that 10 seconds or
Yeah.
30 seconds.
Yeah, and you can vote, each round as it goes.
Yeah, you have to. So at the end of round 1, you'd have to have your phone open and you vote. I don't know if you do a 10 must. You kind of might want to, but everybody votes 10-9, 10-8, or
Right.
that way.
Dude, look at that card.
Yeah, it's a fun card.
That Joker is stacked. How's Bo Nickel been doing?
Still undefeated. They're slow working him, which they need to because he came to the UFC with like 4 professional fights. Like he needed some more work. This next fight's a real big test for him. Paul Craig. Paul Craig has a weird stand up. Like it's not fast. It's not like, oh shit, he's good, but it works sometimes. But if you go to the ground with him, he's very dangerous. He's like a jiu-jitsu black belt and stuff. He's the guy that I don't know if you know, but he fought Jamal Hill, the guy that he won the title later. Jamal Hill.
It sounds familiar.
He might have won the belt when we were doing the Fisticuff Alley at the apartment. You were there. I can't remember.
That's probably why it
But
sounds familiar.
Paul Craig snapped, like dislocated his elbow, then put him in a triangle, and his arms all floppy in the triangle. So Paul Craig did that to him. So he's a very good opponent for Bo Nichols' up and coming fights.
Alex Pereira still has it.
Dude's becoming a monster.
Is he really?
He knocks out everyone. Not.
Damn.
So we were talking about the Max Gaethje fight. The main event was Alex Pereira, Jamal Hill. Knocked him out.
Damn.
Alex Pereira went on to knock out Yuri Prochazka. UFC 303. We were talking about the Diego Lopez, Brian Ortega thing with Dan Ige. Main event of that one was Alex Pereira. Then went on 3 weeks ago to beat Khalil Roundtree by TKO. Dude's so he's won 3 fights this year, all by TKO KO.
Damn.
Dude's
He's fought
on a
3
tear
times this year.
Technically, he's fought 4 times in less than a year because he won the belt last November.
Yeah.
I think was it last November? Yeah, because I think he beat. Who did he beat to win the belt? Yuri, right? I think did he beat Yuri?
I can't remember.
Yeah, so Yuri had the belt because he beat Glover. Yuri tore his shoulder. Jamal Hill won the belt, a vacant belt, when he beat Glover. Jamal Hill had to vacate it because he tore his Achilles. Then I think Alex beat a returning Yuri. My timeline's all fucked up. I think he beat a returning Yuri in November to gain the belt, a vacant belt. Then he beat Jamal Hill. Then he beat Yuri again. Then he beat Khalil. I think that's how the timeline goes. I mean, there's a lot of shit going on because there's a lot of vacant belts, new people. But the thing is, Yuri or Alex beat the 2 people that vacated the belt.
Yeah.
So, which is crazy because who knows if Alex Pereira would even become champ if the last time we watched this guy fight, it didn't go to a draw. Because this was for the vacant title. And it went to a draw, so nobody got the belt.
That's right.
And then Jamal Hill, like a month later, was called up to fight Glover for the vacant title. And beat Glover. That's how Jamal Hill got the belt. That's right.
I remember that draw. I was so mad.
We were like,
yeah.
which I kind of remember. I think you were more mad than me, but I was like, I kind of see it because it was close.
Pissed.
Well, yeah, you don't want to see a draw, like
Right.
I do. You don't want to see a draw, but I'm more in favor of draws. When it's a fight that I go, I don't know who won.
Yeah.
I'm okay with the fighters getting a draw.
It makes sense. I think it was. I feel like the fighter I wanted to win won.
So that fight we just watched, right? If they said it's a draw, I don't think I would have been upset.
No, I wouldn't
Because
have been.
we were like, Dan Ige, we thought won. I can see how you give it to Murphy.
Yeah.
In those situations, I'm like, cool. Give them a draw. Neither fighter wins, neither fighter loses.
Right.
Stick with it. In
You know
those
what?
situations.
I agree with that. They should have done that. It
Which you can't plan
was
it.
so close.
Because the judges, which doing the 1,000 people thing, you might get more draws. You might have less chance for a draw, though. Because you'd have to have like a 500-500 split almost.
Right. I just wish, they were all unbiased. If their favorite fighter is fighting someone they hate and their fighter gets
Right.
their ass whooped, be like, oh, you know what?
Well, see, that's where you brought it up, right? I think we're having the fans judge. The main event's a real good example of where like it could be a problem. Because Max Holloway is such a fan favorite.
Yeah.
That people are going to go, Max might lose the fight straight out, but people are going to judge by like his little moments. Yeah. Like, oh, Max hit him twice.
And stumbled him.
But Ilia hit him 50 times more.
Yeah.
You know, so where that would be the issue. So, I don't know. You'd have to be able to figure out how you could weave out. I don't know how you would do it. Obviously, the more broad of a group you have, the less you minimize that. Because you're going to get a bunch of Topuria fans. You're going to get a bunch of Holloway fans.
Yeah. Or set it up some way to where, like, who's your favorite fighter? Like, when you go to play Madden, who's your favorite team? You pick your favorite team. It's on your home screen or whatever. You pick your favorite fighter. You cannot judge your fighter. You can judge everybody else.
Yeah, but then people are just going to lie.
You're more favorite towards...
I would lie. I really want Conor McGregor to win. Yeah, I hate him. But so now I'm judging his fight. Like, you know, like people think like that.
True.
I don't know. I just think the broader of a picture you have, because you're going to get people from Spain and Georgia that love Ilia Topuria joined in to vote. You just have to hope there's a big enough mixture. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
That's what you have to hope for. Now, if you get 1,000 Hawaiians that sign in, or 1,000 Spanish people that Spaniards that sign in, you're like, oh well, fuck. Now we know where it's gonna go.
Yeah. I don't know. We need to definitely ponder on this.
It's the basement level of an idea. It's the basement level of an idea.
Yeah.
You know,
good thing we're not big enough that somebody's actually watching. Like, oh, I can do that.
I mean, it's very easy to find though.
Yeah, fair enough.
It's like we're on the basement level. We're working on that first to second step. We're trying to get to the first floor. Like we're buried right now.
Yeah, there's, I don't know, some sort of algorithm or.
100%. There's someone out there that can do this for us. We just got to find them and probably pay a lot of money to get it done. Which there is that website Fiverr where you pay people to create stuff, which I've used them for the pod. Like a lot of stuff for the podcast I use for Fiverr.
Really?
So like the stream starting thing, it's like the animated thing.
Yeah.
I use Fiverr to do.
Oh.
Because like I could probably do it, but by the time I pay for the program and then do it, I could just pay the guy an extra $10. He creates it, and I'm done.
Yeah. How does it go? It's cheaper to pay for it than to put hours into it.
Yeah, and like I'd have to pay for the program,
right?
Plus the hours, to where it's like hours plus paying for the program probably overweigh me just paying a guy to create it.
Right.
You know.
Yeah.
And there's definitely like. The cool thing with Fiverr is you can go up by what you like based on price. Like I could decide to pay way more and get something mind blowing, or I could pay for something that it fits the situation but fits my budget as well. Like it's not mind blowing. It's great for what I need,
right? But
it fits the budget. So, and like with all this, like it's all self funded. We have no sponsors. We have nothing. So it's like everything that's done is out of pocket.
Yeah. I mean, the setup is amazing. This is.
Oh, me and Corey Jett, we're the most professional, non-professional podcast there ever was.
Yeah.
Like we built the table. We put all the money in all our stuff, and we do it for fun mostly.
Yeah.
Like if we get to the point where it's self-sustainable, like everything paid for the subscriptions, everything paid. If I made $80 a month just to pay for the pay-per-views, I'd be happy.
Yeah, it's worth
it. You know?
See, I was thinking, I wonder if post-fights, like a post-fight analysis or
that's the dream.
Like that
the dream. I'd like to do the week before a breakdown and a post.
Yeah.
Plus the live.
Because I feel like then we can focus more on the topic as to where now we're trying to like watch this. We're talking.
Yep.
And it's like, oh, shit, we missed it.
Yep.
I mean, also do a watch along because this shit's fun.
Well, this is easy. This is easy.
Yeah. The other shit is work.
Yeah, that's a lot of work.
All right, so who do you got?
Yet again, Hart, Rocket, Ankalaev, Smarts.
Yeah.
Ankalaev is probably the best light heavyweight in the world. He's the worst matchup for Alex Pereira.
All right. I'm going to go with Ankalaev.
So Rockets came out. Who did he fight? He fought Yuri. In between Yuri fighting, he fought Yuri on the 300 fight card, and he came out like a bat out of hell and hurt Yuri. Yuri survived and ended up finishing him, I think, the second. So, and then Yuri went on to lose to Pereira at 303 or whatever card it was. It was.
It's crazy how they do, they set up these fights. A 5 is fighting a 1.
Well, a lot of it's just like who's available, who's healthy, right? And you don't want to do like a 1 versus like a 13, right?
No.
So like 1 versus 5, that's a reasonable gap in ranking.
Now, okay. The 5 loses. Does he drop in rankings? Or does he stay the same?
I think a lot of it depends on who's ranked behind him. Like you might drop the 6, maybe 7 at the worst.
Yeah.
But you're not going to lose. You're losing to 1, you're still going to be in striking distance of a title fight. Right? You're not going to drop
True.
to 10 where you can't get a title fight.
Right.
Which when you look at I think Whittaker Khamzat, it's like a 3 or 2 versus a 13. But Khamzat has such a big following and name behind himself. He's a little underranked, kind of.
Yeah. He's the 13?
Yeah. It's just because he hasn't been active enough to jump, right? So there's too many people that you can't justify him jumping without fighting.
Yeah, fair enough. But he's finally getting that big fight.
Right. And like I said, this is his first fight against an actual middleweight of importance.
Okay.
So like he fought Gilbert Burns at 170, beat him. Close fight. Then he fought at middleweight against Kamaru Usman, which Usman's a natural welterweight. Former champion at welterweight, but he fought Usman on last minute, so Usman can fight at 185. It's just not his preferred weight class.
Yeah.
Went to decision with him, So this is his first fight against a guy that's at the true weight class that's high ranked. That's what makes it so interesting. You're like, dude's a hell of a fighter, but this is the first time we've seen him against somebody this size plus skill level.
Yeah. It should be good. And that's next.
Yeah, that's the code. Yeah, it's after this.
Sweet.
See, I think Rockets did the same thing as Jiri. He looked great in a lot of movement, but then slowed down, which allowed Jiri to like pinpoint and like catch him. Rockets looks huge though, right?
And
Does he not look way bigger than Ankalaev?
Yeah, I mean, he looks toned. He looks good.
Like his back looks way broader, and plus the height of
yeah.
Rockets looks way bigger than Ankalaev.
Yeah. Ankalaev looks like he looks like a light heavyweight.
Right.
Rocket looks more like a middleweight.
No, Rockets look like
But,
he could.
I mean, bigger.
Yeah.
He's just toned. He's ripped. Looks stronger.
Yeah, looks.
But also with all that muscle, you'll tire out quicker.
Exactly. You're sucking so much more oxygen because you're trying to feed those muscles. See, I think Jan had so much luck with those, or so much success with those leg kicks against. Look at the calf of Ankalaev. opposite side now. You can't see it now, but it's red. There's like a red spot.
Good. Keep on going. I think he's
Well,
like
that's
13
what,
or 14.
when we
for
watched it,
14.
that's what Jan did. And like you could tell Ankalaev was kind of hurt to the leg, but he toughed it out. See his
Look,
leg?
He's limping now.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Same thing with Jan, though, but he toughed it out. So,
I'd keep hitting it.
if it's there, you fucking crush it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, comment.
Oh, like, comment, subscribe.
Yeah. Like, comment, subscribe.
Whatever. I gave a subscribe right now. Motherfucker been watching for years. They never subscribed.
Motherfucker been on it and not subscribed. What a dick. It would be nice to eventually get to the point where you have your own, I guess, like office building
Oh, yeah.
that we could all meet at. And
That's a dream. That's a dream.
yeah.
A long dream.
Hey, I mean, it takes a while to really get established.
Well, it takes consistency, which we don't have.
Correct.
Actually, surprisingly, me and Corey, I think we did a Fisticuff Alley. We did for every pay-per-view for almost a year and 3 months. We missed one during December because of a Holloway family Christmas party. Mm-hmm. Didn't miss a single one. And then we missed the last two. I was sick during the Sphere card. And then Travis and Meg had their anniversary thing for the last one.
Tell them, look, sorry. I mean, this shit's
I
more
told them
important.
that, like, Travis and them were at the fantasy football draft. And I was like, oh, I was inviting people, like, come to, like, and they're like, oh, that's Travis. And I was like, sorry. But then, like, Corey was going. Nobody wanted to, like, come. And I was like, well, I'm not going to do it by
Yeah.
myself. So I went. We watched the fights at Travis and Meg's for fun. So, but I still have that guilt. Like, fuck, I should have just done it.
Yeah.
See his, like, calf, how red it is?
Keep on.
Yeah, just keep tagging it. But a lot of people say a lot of like those calf kicks is a little mind over matter a little bit. Like you do have like the ones where it shuts your foot off, but a lot of it's just like, all right, it sucks to like step on it and throw, but you can power through it.
And he's not switching stance either. He's
Yeah, it's hard to switch stance though, because you get so used to your like one stance. That's where you're comfortable.
yeah.
It's like switch hitters. You know?
See, I'm gonna disagree there because when I was hitting the punching bag, I actually taught myself pretty quick to switch stance.
No,
And
you
then
can.
there
Like,
were
yes, you can.
different advantages to, you know.
But you might be able to strike really well that way. But your defense and reaction is going to be different, which
Yeah,
you
fair
can't
enough.
train on a punching bag.
No.
That's the thing. Like when your brain gets used to seeing things coming from a certain way, and then all of a sudden you switch your eyes, you're so used to keeping this hand high,
Yeah.
and now you got to keep this hand high, and you're not, you know. Rocket seems like head kick. That was close.
he's getting comfortable now.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting his timing down real bad. Roxy's got to throw something to get his respect back, because Ankalaev's just walking him down at this point.
Here we go.
See, he's throwing feints, and Ankalaev's not really even responding to the feints. He's just sitting on it all. And it's the same thing. If you notice round one, Rockets, he was on his bicycle the whole time. Steady moving, right? He's moving, but he's settling in spots, which is allowing Ankalaev to pressure and throw strikes.
Yeah.
He's not on this side-to-side bicycle back and forth where it's hard to get the timing and the spacing down. These fucking Russians are nasty, dude.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Yes,
scary.
they are.
It's scary.
From birth.
That's what they do. They go, oh, son,
This is what you're
throw
doing.
punches and kicks. Train takedowns.
Yup.
It's like they learn to throw takedowns before they can walk there, basically.
I may not be able to walk to you, but I will fuck you up on the ground.
Get close enough to where I can crawl to your legs. You will get taken down and pummeled. I will smash you.
He's holding his own.
Ooh. See, there you need to throw like some head kicks and like just to get him to think about stuff.
There we go.
There, see, you got to get him to think about things. Ooh, he's limping a little bit. Rocket jizz. He's gonna come.
Well, his team thinks he won that one unless they're just getting in his head.
That's the thing.
They
Like
probably say that every time.
a lot of people, like I think a lot of corners get a lot of like you told them that, but like they know the fighter better than anyone. They know what he's gonna respond to best.
Yeah.
Like, are you a fighter that goes,
You love being down or
"Hey, listen, nut the fuck up, go do something.
Yeah,
You're losing,"
You're fucking losing.
or does he not respond well to that? Like once he knows he's losing, he just shuts down. Like, oh fuck, I'm done.
Yeah.
Right? Is he a guy that needs like affirmations? Like, you're doing great. I think you won that one. Keep it up. Like, those guys know that guy better than anyone else. So they're
Yeah.
going to know what to tell that guy to get him motivated.
Right.
So
What he feeds off of.
if it was me, I'm like, tell me what I'm doing. Do I need to fucking just bite
Right.
down and go?
Yeah, be truthful.
Did I get my ass whooped for 2 rounds? Tell me. Because I don't want to lose. So what do I need to do? That's also one of those things. Would you rather know you're losing and then go out on your shield like, all right,
Yeah.
I started winging, I got caught and got knocked out? Or would you rather like, all right, it was competitive, I lost the decision? You know? It's kind of like maybe you're extending your career by playing it safe at that point.
Yeah.
Or it's like, fuck it, I'm a warrior.
Like, look, you're top 5. Like,
I'm biting down and I'm fucking throwing. If I get caught,
Yeah.
but I'm going for the win here.
right.
It's
almost
the
like-
Max Holloway thing.
Yeah.
Like he was winning the fight, pointed to the center, is like, let's throw. I'm giving you a
Come on.
chance.
Yeah.
And then
Knock the shit out.
knockout of the century happened. See, some people have it 2018 Ankalaev. The last guy had it 1919. Which the last fight we thought was 1919 going in the third, and then the judges said, no, sir. Ooh, spinning back fist.
Yeah, see, I mean, his corner was telling him, like,
Did you hear them? He said he didn't try the double back fist. That was his problem because of the share a bullet one.
yeah. See, I don't know. His corner told him, like, oh, hey, you won that one, but now he's going to play safe. Like, look, go out there. We train for this. Do what you got to do. Go get that win. You're losing.
But the round wasn't that one-sided, though, too. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? It's not like he got, like, taken down or completely outstruck. So, I don't know. To be honest, being a good corner man is not an easy job.
No.
Ooh.
There we go.
He's tagging those legs again. You can tell it's affecting him. He took an odd step there.
He hit the side of his knee.
Ankalaev took a weird step after that last leg kick, that lower calf kick. Oh.
More swing.
Overhand by Ankalaev. Here's the crazy thing, right? Ankalaev's the scarier fighter for Alex Pereira. Watching like him fight though, I think Alex Pereira walks through him. Unless Ankalaev works his like wrestling and takedowns. Alex Pereira's so good on the feet.
Yeah. Ankalaev, he really isn't showing me too much. Unless he catches Alex.
He's
I feel
Chris. But the weird thing with Alex though is like you watch him punch someone, you're like, it doesn't even look like he's throwing it hard. Yeah. But they go down. It's just somehow he throws his it's like he has nuclear bombs in his fist. It is. Like you watch that Jamal Hill fight, right? And it looks like the punch just like grazes his cheek, but he gets sat down. It's like whatever this dude, however he throw his punches, is nasty. I would do that shit too.
well, yeah, why wouldn't you?
But anybody that watches tape, I've watched you fight 3 fights. You have not gone southpaw one time or orthodox one time.
Yeah.
You're southpaw like 99% of the time, bud. Smart by Ankalaev, though, just to clinch up, secure the victory. Like, if you know you're up 2-1.
Save yourself.
Yeah. Or you're not putting yourself in harm to get caught.
Yeah.
That knee looked like it might have hurt Rocky a little bit. What if Rocky just fucking unloads one on his chin? Yeah.
I mean, look at your significant strikes, too. Rocket had round 1 and 3.
Really?
Yeah.
Which the weird thing, significant strikes, the definition is any strike from range. Is what a significant strike. So like it could be a jab, but if you're at range and hit, it's a significant.
Oh. Yeah, that ain't nothing then.
Yeah. It's a good fight. But
I don't think really either one of them sent a message.
well, here's the shitty part, right? Ankalaev deserves the title fight. And during media day, he said he was told he needs to have an impressive fight. So,
Guess who just joined?
it's your wifey.
Yes.
How's it going, Brittany? You
Hi,
having a good day?
sweetheart.
You off work? She better be subscribed. She better like, subscribe. She already
better be.
commented. But yeah, but supposedly the upper brass of the UFC told him you need to have an impressive performance. Like you need to do something for a title fight. But it's also too he wins every fight. How do you not give him his chance?
She just got off.
So I already am. So you're already one step better than your husband.
I am too.
You just did. So here's the funny thing,
Fair
Brittany.
enough.
The dude's been on the podcast, on the streams, and was not subscribed. So, I mean, he doesn't like himself, obviously.
And I've watched it many a times.
Right? I don't know what the right is for, but you gotta.
That I wasn't subscribed.
Right, I know.
Yeah,
You
I
guys
don't
just
think
hit
he did.
1 year. How's it been? Speaking of, a lot's happened since you've been on. You've been married.
Yeah.
You've moved back into the house you own.
Yeah.
But it's been 1 year of marriage.
It's been great. I mean, it honestly.
Everything you dreamed of?
Yeah, I'd say yeah.
She said she's better than you, so.
She wishes. Meaning I'm better than him.
Did you guys do anything for your 1 year?
Yeah. We actually ended up going golfing. Had a great
Is
time.
she a golfer now?
I don't know. She's got the shoes.
Oh, that's.
We got matching shoes.
Hold on. When you buy the shoes, you're serious. Let's be honest. There's so many people that go golfing in sneakers. I mean, I've seen people golf in wife beaters and jean shorts.
Yeah.
You know, but once you
Me cut off in gym shorts.
Yeah.
But
But once you take the step of going, I'm buying golf shoes, you're serious.
that didn't sound convincing.
So you guys went golfing?
I was gonna say, yeah.
Where'd you go?
The place in Sperryville.
Oh,
The
the
small 9-hole.
the par 3.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's where I got my first birdie and par. Back to back too. What?
Birdie and par back to back. No hole in one yet.
No.
Par 3s are where you get hole in ones though.
Yeah, not me.
So you guys did that?
Yeah.
Didn't you guys go to the beach around your anniversary too?
We went to the place in Maryland.
Ocean City.
Ocean City, yeah.
That was around your anniversary though, right?
It was
Within like a couple weeks.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a few weeks before.
Nice.
And guess what we did and had the most fun with?
Putt.
Yes. We played at like 10 different courses.
It's because like I don't. Is Brittany competitive? So I know you're competitive. Like I'm
very
competitive.
competitive.
So like putt and stuff for me is fun because I don't want to lose. So it's fun.
Right.
I don't mind losing, but I don't want to lose.
She's not so much competitive as when she beats me and knows I'm competitive.
She likes to rub it in.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. She's like,
It fuels the
gotcha,
fire.
bitch.
Yeah. But I tell you what, she beat me almost every time but once. I beat her once.
And putt? How many times did y'all
Yes.
play?
I don't know. We went like maybe 8, 10 different courses.
What?
And
Dang.
She beat me by one stroke almost every time. I'd have this one hole. I'd get right there. And this is not excuses. I could have made it. But it's almost volcanoed. So it would go to it, and it would just, it'd go right around. I'm like, are you serious? And I would five the hole. And, yeah.
So a volcano hole. I've probably told this story 100 times. I've probably told you multiple times. So in 6th grade, we went on a field trip to Virginia Beach, right? So like we did an overnight thing where we went to the Norfolk Naval Base and stuff, and then we stayed the night at Virginia Beach, and then the second day we went to Busch Gardens and came home. So after the Naval, we went to Virginia. You got your hotel, and then you were free to like with your chaperones go out on like the Virginia Beach stuff. So we're like, well, my group of like 3 or 5 friends, we were like, we're going putt. So you play the 18, then you get to the 19th hole, and I think. I was in 6th grade. Whatever amount of money it was like $500, $1,000 or something. If you hit a hole in one on hole 19, which it's a very narrow bridge, and then it's a hellacious like volcanoed mound. Like you either hit a hole in one or it rolls down. That's
right.
all you can do.
You have to hit it perfect.
Right. A couple people go. Most of them fall off the bridge. Right. I step up, I hit it. I clear the bridge. I make it up the volcano, and I miss the hole by maybe an inch, and it rolls back down. And everyone's like, "Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!" Like we're not yet saying "oh shit,"
Right.
But
That's our vocabulary.
yeah, everyone's like, "Oh no, he's gonna do it," and then I miss it by like an inch or less, and it rolls down, and I'm like. But that one moment, there's like that moment I clear the bridge, I make it up the hill, and you're just like, I'm going to do it.
Get this. We were at this one hole. We ended up getting behind this this family. There was maybe 5 or 6 of them. You go in this sort of cave-like
Wow,
thing.
she's getting dirty. She said, hell yeah, rub it all the way in. I don't know what she's talking about, but we're talking about putt here.
Her winning all of them.
I know, I'm joking.
But, and they're going to let us by. So we're sitting there watching them.
Hold on, in putt putt?
Yeah. Yeah, we caught up to them.
I've never that's a real golf thing. I didn't know that was a putt putt thing.
What?
Like,
You catch up to somebody?
yeah, and then letting them pass.
Well, yeah, there's 5 of them. There's her and I, so of course we're going
Okay,
faster.
I don't know if I've ever putt putted that way, but that's the golf thing. Like if it's a twosome, you catch up to foursome.
Yeah, they
And
let
the pace,
you go.
yeah.
So
I've
anyway,
never had the putt putt
it's
version
this
though.
hole. I mean, it's a straight shot, but you have like 6 foot. There's a hump like this, and then another 6 foot, another hump, and then straight to the hole.
Yeah,
So the obstacles are you got to hit it right over these 2 humps. Well, this family, they're like, oh, you can go by us. Go ahead and play this hole. They're sitting there watching. She goes first. She hits it. It goes over the hill, right in the damn hole. Hole in one. They freak
she has the
out.
my gene. So
Yeah.
talk with Trevor. Like when me and him used to golf like every Friday, and then Trevor's like saying, he's like, you could be in the PGA if you had a crowd, because like. It's like when like you have a group of foursomes, everyone gets the hole, but there's like someone behind you or the cart girl pulls up. Everyone's like, I don't want to go. I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck it, I'll go. I will hit my best shot of the day when some random person's watching.
Yeah.
So Trevor's like, if you have a crowd, you be in the PGA, bud. That was like the
Yeah.
ongoing joke. So that's where it's funny. Like she had someone watching, she clutched it up. She was like, yeah, y'all want to watch this shit.
Yeah, she was very clutch.
Right?
And it was a different course. She made 2 or 3 in a row, hole in ones.
I mean, it's putt putt. I feel like everyone gets a couple holes in one in putt putt.
Yeah, I mean, we both probably had a hole in one.
Yeah.
Almost every time we played. But yeah.
Well, speaking of, so it's a weird thing, but I get in my little moods where there's a guy on YouTube called Brooke Holtz. Free shout out, go watch it because he's not the most entertaining guy, but his whole YouTube channel is him and his girlfriend, what significant other, wife, whatever she is to him.
Mm-hmm.
They travel the country and they just play putt putt golf courses.
Oh, babe, let's do it if you're watching still.
And they must do well because they post multiple videos a week of them just playing putt putt.
Wow.
And like some of the courses they play, you're like, I want to play there. They're cool as shit.
Huh.
Like there's like these super technology advanced ones where like you have to do certain things for certain things to happen with the ball. Like they're cool courses he plays. There's like haunted house courses they play. There's one where you have to watch them because there's so many, but you go through and it feels like you're going through like a library and like you have to play through it.
Yeah. We need to make this a thing.
It's one of my weird like channels that I like. I don't watch it all the time, but once I start watching it, I'll watch it for like a week straight.
Yeah.
And then I'll stop watching.
Well, there was this guy, these twins on TikTok, and they
The Island Boys.
No, hell no. They do this thing with their friends. They actually have like their putt tournaments,
Right.
and I mean, I'll sit there and watch. The first video is like 1 through 7.
Barstool Sports does their like. It's like a huge thing where everybody gets together and they do like a full they build it like a golf tournament, but it's
Yeah.
on a putt course.
Yeah,
And it's like that's fun as shit.
yeah,
The thing that makes it fun is like everyone can do it.
right,
Right? You can't take a group of 10 guys and go play golf and it's going to be equal.
right.
Everyone can play putt because you can get lucky easily.
Yeah,
That's what makes it fun, right?
Yeah.
Like me and Corey have talked, like we talked about doing like a golf thing for the fantasy thing to do the draft order, and we're like, all right, well, we know like 4 of us are going to be the best golfers.
right.
The other 6, you're just like,
Eh,
they're just here to be here. They're not even in the chance of getting. So like that's kind of out of the running,
yeah,
Which actually I think now the group of guys that are in our fantasy league, a good majority of them do golf. But like Jared's never golfed,
right.
so it's like, all right, rule him out.
I suck. I mean, I have my days.
Yeah,
But like if we played at Sperryville, it'd be a little different. But if you do a big course,
yeah. But I'm
No
saying like
chance.
there's people like I'm not trying to single out Jared, but he's never golfed.
Right.
So even you take him to a par 3 course, He's not hitting the green to save his life.
No.
He might hit it twice off a lucky stroke.
Right. I don't even hit the green, and I've played there 5-6 times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I'm up and down. Like I'll go one season of golf and I'll play a lot and I get not good, but I'll get okay. Like I'll play decent.
Right.
And then I won't play for a year. So then I'm starting brand new again.
Yeah.
And then I'll play a lot this season. By the time into the season, I'm like, all right, I feel happy with my golf game. Then I won't play for a season. And then it's just, I feel like if I played consistently, I could be okay.
Right.
I don't even know if I'd be okay, but I could be happy with my game,
Yeah.
So, which is, it's funny because like last November, me and Corey went and played with my cousin's husband and then their son, so my second cousin, whatever you consider it. The front 9, I was dog water. And I'm like, this isn't fucking embarrassing. And I'm sitting there like, yeah, I used to play every Friday. I used to like play a lot. And I couldn't hit the ball. I couldn't hit it straight or nothing. All of a sudden, we went to the back 9, and I'm hitting them straight, nailing my chips, nailing everything. And my cousin, I've never played with him before, my cousin's husband, but he's like super in there. He's really good. Yeah. And I'm hitting, he's like, you fucking found it. I'm like, I don't know where it came from, but this is what I used to play like.
Yeah.
I hadn't played for over a year. I went and played with them. Front 9 couldn't hit it. Now second 9, I found it. Whatever stroke I used to have, I found, and now I'm hitting them decent.
Yeah.
And he's like, I think it was like the 11th hole. So it was just funny because like the hole 10, we're sitting there, and Trevor went to do some check on a yard because the lawn mowing business Trevor has, right? So he pulls out, we're pulling up the hole 10, he stops. And as soon as he pulls up, I'm teeing off. And I drill my drive straight down the fairway. And I turn around and said, Trevor, get out of the truck. You're walking with us. Or you're coming with them. We were in carts. And I was like, that's the best drive ever. He said, you still got it? I was like, oh, that's the first one I've hit today. And then after that, crushed it for the back 9.
Really?
Yeah. I don't know what it was.
See, I played with a buddy of mine not too long ago at South Wales, and
They say that course is nice now.
yeah,
I haven't played there in probably
Yeah.
10 plus years, but they say it's nice now.
yeah, it ain't bad at all.
Because
but-
they're putting all those houses around it and stuff. So
Yeah, it's the foundations really aren't in yet, but you can see where they cleared some of the land.
to put in the house, yeah.
Yeah.
But
The
they're
front
saying
9
that's gonna like help the course because like when you put the more houses, like the money's gonna come in, the course is gonna get better. But
Yeah, but the front 9, I was even with them. The back 9, my back started hurting. Done. I didn't even play the 18th hole. I was
Yeah.
so mad.
well, that happens like because I won't play for so long. I'll go out and I can tell my back 9 I get fatigued.
Yeah.
And then stuff starts falling apart, right? Because golf is all about like being a very consistent swing.
Yep.
That's all it is. It's being able to keep the same consistent swing.
Yep.
To strike the ball the same way every time. Because your clubs are made to adjust for the distance. So you
Right.
shouldn't adjust your swing for where the ball is. You just adjust your club.
Right.
Easier said than done.
Yes.
'Cause-
I adjust my swing.
Because
all
when I
the
tell
time.
Corey, me and Corey, in one day I say golf is the easiest sport to play. Right?
But technical.
And the point of why I'm saying is the easiest sport to play is you can grab your clubs, go that day by yourself, play. Right?
Right.
You can't go play a game of football
By yourself.
by yourself.
No.
You can't go play a game of basketball by yourself. Golf is the easiest sport to play. In that terms.
Right.
But it is the most frustrating, hardest sport to play.
Yeah.
Because the littlest minute change in your body changes everything.
Yes, it does.
And it's mind-blowing.
And coming from playing baseball all your life,
It hurt. That
the
actually playing bit
transition
hurts you.
Sucks.
Which, back to Trevor, like, that dude,
Yeah.
he played a lot of golf at one point after baseball, so which
Right.
helped him.
Right.
That dude fucking was good at one point.
Yeah.
You know, like, but when you have that natural, like, when you're an athlete, you know your body better than anything, and you already have that natural rotation from swinging a baseball bat.
Yeah.
You just have to adjust, like, you kind of adjust the angle, but you still have that natural, like, you know how
Right,
to
you
activate
try
your
to-
hips, you know how to activate that lower body, which helps. So it's crazy. All right, before this, I gotta pee again. I gotta make another drink, dude. So when I know I have to drink, I drink a ton of water. So when I'm like, I don't want to get dehydrated. So all morning, I've probably drank almost 3/4 of a gallon of water this morning and done nothing. So it's just it's in me.
Fair enough. It's catching up to me.
Entertain them.
I'll see what I can do. Wonder if my wife is still watching. She's probably on the way home. All right, so who do you have in this one? It's just another one of them fights, ain't it?
All right, before I make a drink, I need to make one fast. So, because you asked, who would I have in this one?
Right.
Heart says Robert Whittaker. Head says Khamzat Chimaev. So,
Yeah, fair enough.
But actually, I think both times my head's been right. Right? Because I said head
Yes.
both times.
Yes.
Those fighters won. So, all right. Well, I can't.
You know
All
what?
right, I can't miss this. So I'll make a drink after this. Khamzat usually comes out like a fucking cannon. So we'll see what happens.
Oh, I hope Whittaker takes this one.
I do too.
I hope he whoops his ass. Humble him.
Whittaker's coming out real wide stance. I think he's anticipating the shot. There it is.
Yep.
There it is. You see how fast that was? He got to
Yeah.
there.
That's what I guess that's his plan.
No, it is. Like that's his. Like he's nasty. Like, his wrestling is great. But Whittaker's great on the ground too. Like his wrestling's really good. So like a lot of like the thing of this fight is like Whittaker knows he's gonna have to weather a storm.
Yeah.
But if he can weather it, then the whole thing starts to turn. Like,
Yeah.
all right. So,
he could save his breath.
because Chimaev has been known to like tire out and wear. Like, his cardio isn't like the best, which happened to him in the Kamaru Usman fight. Like, same thing happened with him and Kamaru Usman, right? He came out, took Kamaru Usman's back for the whole first round. Couldn't finish him. Second round, kind of equal. Third round, you could tell Usman had better cardio and started putting it on him in the feet.
Yeah.
So they're like, man, if this was a 5-round fight, could have Usman actually won the fight. So
Right.
that's where this one's going to be interesting because it is a 5-round fight. But see, like,
Yeah,
this-
I don't think Whittaker's really using any.
No, he's kind of just because he's not in super danger. You kind of just like,
Relax. I mean, to an extent.
yeah, you can't just be like, oh, and
Give
now
up
you
your
got
guard,
choked
yeah.
out. So
What?
they're talking about the hooks, the legs.
Oh.
Got his back to his feet. That's fine, but he's making Chimaev work, which is probably, if Whittaker can survive, will help him in the long.
Yeah. It's going to be one of them fights, huh? Rolling around in the mud.
Well, yet again, previous history shows that Chimaev will do this in round one. And because he does kind of get tired out, it becomes more of a stand-up fight after that because he doesn't have the energy.
Yeah.
So, but also a lot of people said Chimaev is like, he looks slimmer, came in and like, he's lost some muscle mass, like come in a little more like in shape, kind of. So, but it's, no, he's going to roll with it. So we'll see if like him losing some muscle mass and slimming down a little bit kind of helps the cardio. Like you were saying in like commentary, saying like in these positions right here, Whittaker kind of is like, all right, deep breath, kind of like slow down a little bit. Nah. Oh, he tapped.
What?
That didn't even look under the chin at all.
No. That looked like cheeks.
Something happened to his face?
I mean, he tapped immediately.
Or maybe
broke his jaw.
Maybe dislocated his jaw or broke it. Because he tapped super fast.
Yeah.
And it wasn't even under the chin. Which, I mean, probably hurts like a motherfucker.
Oh, yeah.
Like, if I wrap my arm around your jaw and just started cranking, that's going to suck. But... All right, do not ask me who I have in the main event.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay.
Yeah, like, what happened? Yeah, I mean, I'd probably tap to that too, to be honest. But damn. Yeah, dislocated jaw. Fuck.
Yeah, I will not ask you in the last fight.
I've been 100% accurate on my one call.
Yeah.
I mean, I could just change my answer, but then I'd be wrong, so.
Yeah.
Dude, how strongly you have to fucking squeeze? Like, I guess not that strong.
Yeah, I was about to say, I feel like me and you could do it.
Oh, I'm saying if I wrap my elbow around your jaw, right, and just squeezed, how much pressure that puts, like, here, that's not going to be fun for anyone. And this is the guy that trains squeezing like that. So his squeeze is going to be 10 times greater than what we could do because we don't
Like
train that shit.
Freaking lockjaw.
Yeah. I didn't see that fight going that way. I kind of might have saw a submission, but not a legit submission.
Yeah. That pisses me off.
I just feel for Robert because Robert's a cool dude.
Look, something's wrong with that dude.
Khamzat?
Yeah.
Oh, he's a little fucking nuts.
I see that.
He's not a guy you want to run into a dark alley with, let's be honest.
No, I wouldn't run to a dark alleyway with somebody who's not even ranked.
Of course with me, brother.
Of course.
Always with me. Yeah, man.
Wow. All the champions running from me.
He says that, but like he has like
He wants a title match now.
yeah.
He's been wanting to right away, but
What's what I'm saying?
like you
He's
say,
ranked 13, but like
he did just beat number 3.
Yeah. But his health and stuff has kind of like inhibited him from jumping up. Because this fight was supposed to happen in August. And Khamzat got sick. There's another time Khamzat had to like pull out from fights because he got sick. So like his health is kind of like inhibited from moving up as fast as he should. And he was also at a point in his career where he was fighting 170, 185. Excuse me. And he kept trying to fight 170 and he couldn't make the weight anymore. Like it was healthy make the weight. So like there was he was supposed to fight Nate Diaz at 170 and the commission stopped him from cutting anymore. So he had to fight at 180 against a makeshift opponent. So like there's been a roller coaster ride of like health and weight cut issues for him.
Yeah.
This is why he's not ranked as high as he probably should be. Or has had as many fights as he should.
Yeah. His ground game is insane.
Yeah. But that's the thing, right? So, like I'm saying, like he does that in the first round. So if Whittaker could have null and voided that position and got to the second round, the whole thing would switch in his favor.
Yeah.
So that's the crazy thing with him. Because like I said, Usman, he had Usman body triangled up the whole first round and was going for a rear naked choke. And Usman just was able to like tuck his chin. Like it was weird because like we were calling out. Like Usman like literally was like shoulder as high as he could get and his chin tucked and was able to like fight it off. Second round, it starts going, oh wait, Usman's winning this fight. Khamzat did enough to win the second round. And then the third round, you're like, Usman's winning the third round.
Yeah.
Right? So it's like, if Whittaker could have survived all of that, there's a good chance the fight was a complete mismatch after that.
Yeah.
Easier said, because we didn't see it, but... Well, when your co-main event only goes like 3 minutes, like we're flying through them now, bud.
Yeah.
Here he is, this dude. Oh,
All right, you keep him entertained.
it's my life, dude. I'm entertaining as fuck. All right, in your comments right now, drop who you have in the main event. You have Ilia, the current undisputed featherweight champion, 15-0. Do we have Max Holloway, current BMF, former featherweight champion, 26-7 on the record, ranked number 2? Drop in the comments who you guys have right now. And if you haven't, like and subscribe. We have like a 98% record of doing Fisticuff Alleys for UFC. So we do these all the time. Like, subscribe, join in the next one. Next up, we have Jon Jones Stipe in November. That fight card, top to bottom, is stacked. And then we're going to knock it off with, like, history-wise, one of the most historic fights they could put together. Relevancy to nowadays fights is kind of like, but it is Jon Jones, so... You can't go wrong with Jon Jones. Some people are still picking Stipe in that fight too, which is crazy. Which the best part about Stipe, he has some good takedown defense. So if he can null and void Jon Jones' takedown, Stipe's boxing is really good. And Jon Jones on the feet is great, but I don't know if we've ever seen him against anybody the size of Stipe with the striking ability in the hands as Stipe. Who do you have in Jon Jones Stipe?
It's hard to go against.
You can't go against Jon Jones.
It's kind of like your deal. You know, my heart goes with Stipe.
Really?
Yeah.
My heart and head go Jon Jones.
Really?
I mean, I love Jon.
Yeah.
I've been watching Jon Jones for 10 plus years, and he's never been in a boring fight, I don't think.
No, he's definitely an entertaining fighter.
Yeah. So
I mean, I like both.
I like Stipe too. Like, I'm not mad at Stipe
I
at
would
all.
love to see John Jones go down.
I think for a lot of people, I think John Jones has entered that realm. He's almost in the realm of Floyd Mayweather.
Yeah.
Because he's so good, a lot of people watch him to lose. No one watches him to win because you're like, all right, we've seen it 50 times.
Right.
We're watching for the moment that he falls. And a lot of people will pay to see that.
Right. And with Stipe retiring, to go out.
Well, it's not 100%, but everyone's speculating. Like, because he's like 40,
enough.
He's in his 40s.
You knock out John Jones, why not go?
This is his first fight in like 4 years or something. Like Stipe, Stipe hasn't fought since he lost to Francis and got knocked out by Francis. So like literally, like he's holding on to this fight. This is his fight.
Yeah.
Like if this fight doesn't happen, he'll never fight again. Type deal.
Right.
You know.
I believe that.
So, but he's less than a month away from that fight happening, and I think win or lose, he walks off in the sunset. Like, this is my career, right?
Yeah.
He either beats the greatest fighter to ever live, or he goes out on his shield and loses to the greatest fighter to ever live, and it's the end of his story. Great story.
Yeah.
Greatest heavyweight in the UFC history because he's the only heavyweight to defend the title 3 times, which 3 is not a big number. That's how crazy heavyweight is.
So Ngannou didn't even have it 3?
Did Ngannou defended it one time against Cyril Gane. He beat Stipe. He fought Cyril Gane. His contract was up. He didn't re-sign. So, but it's like when you think of like all these like big name heavyweight fighters that held the belt and stuff, no one defended it more than 3 times. Stipe's the only, or more than 2 times, because Stipe is the only one to defend the title 3 times.
Huh.
And 3's like a not a lot.
No,
You know,
it's not.
but that's how volatile heavyweight is because like they're all so big. One punch,
could end it.
yeah.
Yeah.
You know, like you could be like a world beater. No one's touching this guy, and then one punch slips through, and you go to sleep because they're so big. So now I hope Max wins, and then I don't know who it might have been Dustin Poirier who brought it up, but because there's like arguably 4 guys that belong in the BMF title, like you have to be like a fan. It's not voted, but a fan and recognized as the BMF. Like that's the only way you get a title chance. And right now there's 4 guys that kind of fit the bill at that weight class at 155. And someone brought up they should do a one-night tournament of the 4 guys. So it would be Max Holloway, Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje, Dan Hooker, right?
Okay.
So those 4 guys, you would have to match up 2 of them. You would have to do it where they fight one of the night, fight 2 of the night, and then the winners of those would be the main event of the night.
Yeah.
And the winner would be the BMF. And that would be the most exciting fight card.
Yeah.
I mean, there's a lot that could go wrong. Like the winner gets his ass like beat for most of the fight. He lands a knockout. Now you're walking in the main event fucked up.
Yeah.
Like remember we used to in the UFC video game?
Is it Pride?
No, we did it on the tournaments.
Oh yeah.
Where we did the reoccurring damage. So you would try to get through your first 2 fights with less damage. Because you knew once you got to like fight each other,
right,
or Brock Lesnar, you would get your ass kicked.
He would whoop my ass every time.
Well, that's the fun. The UFC video game, the fun part was like, you could tell the game got progressively harder as you went through the brackets.
Yes,
that's what made it fun.
And I would always fight him right either before you, or I'd make it through him, and he'd screw me up so bad that I.
Well, do you remember we would make our own brackets, and we would go, all right, cool. Every fighter was Brock Lesnar.
Yeah.
So you literally would have to beat Brock Lesnar like 3 times before they fought the other person.
Whew.
But that's like how the tournament would, like you would have to try to get to your first fight with the least amount of damage, but still win it.
Yeah.
And it would be hard to, because like they're all BMFs for a reason. They're all BMFs because they can take damage and they can give out damage. That's why you're the BMF.
Right.
So
Now,
that'd be fun. I don't know. It'd be hard for them to get commissioned. Now, like they used to do it. They used to do one-night tournaments, but I think it'd be hard to find a place that would commission that nowadays.
Yeah.
But Dana White kind of was like, somebody brought up to Dana White, like, he's like, I'm not against it. So there's like inklings that it might happen.
Oh, that would be cool.
I feel like you would have to go like each fighter, like, listen, we're going to do it. No one's fighting for a year, right?
Yeah.
We need you guys to be peak health, right? No one fights for a year. And that's when we'll do it.
Yeah.
It'd be fun, though.
Yes, it would. Now, is BMF only at one weight class?
No, it's
Each weight class has one?
it's technically been at no. There's so the BMF is kind of like a unicorn. You have to have two guys that everyone agrees, like, all right, they're BMFs.
Yeah.
Now we match them up.
Okay.
So it was born from Nate Diaz and Jorge Masvidal.
Right. Is it basically just like a trophy?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to fight someone else just because he won it. So now heavyweights, two heavyweights could be like, oh, yeah.
The only person to ever defend there's only been 1, 2, 3. There's only been 3 BMF fights. Yeah, 3. The first one ever was Jorge Masvidal and Nate Diaz. And then it's just one of those things where everyone goes, you guys are two of the baddest, fight anybody, anytime, anywhere kind of guys. And it was one of those belts that was kind of like made out of nowhere. Right?
Didn't
So like everyone wanted to see the Nate Diaz Jorge Masvidal fight, and then somewhere they were like, to add just a little more spice to it, like, oh, we're gonna call it the baddest motherfucker
right.
title, and they made a belt for it, right? So they fought. Jorge won it, and then you kind of had like this Dustin Poirier, Justin Gaethje. The two guys kind of fit the same bill, like fight anyone, anytime. They just have you have that persona. Right. So they're, oh, we're going to put the BMF up again for these two. They fought Justin Gaethje, head kick, Poirier knocked him out. Then so Gaethje is technically the reigning BMF. Jorge kind of still because he never lost it. You know, type deal.
Yeah.
So then Gaethje actually is the only person to defend the BMF against Max. And that's when Max knocked him out.
Yeah.
So there'll be more BMF fights,
Oh, yeah.
but it kind of has to be like a perfect storm of two guys that deserve that accolade.
Yeah.
Because when you fight for the BMF, there is a loser, but there's no real loser because you're still known as like, if you get the opportunity to fight for the BMF, you've already made that
Yeah. Makes sense.
name for yourself. So I explained all that and missed all of that, and I kind of want to watch Max walk out. I will say if you're watching along and you're watching the fight, so it might get a lot quiet going through this main event because definitely got to watch this one.
Yes.
And this dude walks around with so much confidence. Like he's like I'm going to make it look easy.
Yeah.
I'm going to knock him out. Like I'm going to be the first one to drop him and knock him out. It's like he's been saying all week long.
Really?
And he's come out and he said, I'm going to walk, ringing the bell, I'm walking out pointing. First 10 seconds, I'm pointing.
This dude.
Ilia, he said that.
What?
But then Max comes out, he's like, well, he doesn't deserve it. Like, and so like he brings up a previous fight against Josh Emmett where like he had the opportunity to do it because Josh Emmett's a stand-up power thrower, like puncher. And he's like, Ilia, like Emmett didn't point, but he kind of was like, let's go.
Right.
And he's like, someone shot for a takedown. Someone held top control for the rest of the fight. You know, like Max was like, he had his moment for that. He had his opportunity for that moment, and he didn't take it.
Yeah.
So Max is like, I'm not gonna, So, but this is one of those fights. Like I can't tell you what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
Because they're both so good. Like, I could see Ilia fucking closing distance and landing power shots, and it's never happened, but I could see him knocking out Max. I could see Max playing his game plan, pity pat, great boxing, and wear him down. I mean, I could see both options. I could see something off the wall happening. Like,
I hope it is off the wall. I hope Max
there's a
knocks
good
him
chance
smooth out.
there's a good chance it can, because they're both so good. It's gonna take something weird for a finish. Otherwise, I think we go to the decision, and then it's like, all right,
Yeah.
Ilia did just enough, or Max did just enough. So
Yeah.
it's gonna be one of those fights. He has custom shorts. Max is wearing his custom shorts too. So they're now doing like certain fighters, each fight card, or every certain fight cards get custom shorts.
Oh shit. Well,
So
that's
like
cool.
Venom made Max's. They're like that white with the Hawaiian flowers, and then Ilia's are his custom shorts.
Huh.
So that's kind of like a cool wrinkle they've worked in since they went to Venom. That certain fighters get custom shorts, which is fun.
That's cool.
It gives a little more like kind of back in the day when you wore sponsors, a little more like personality in your shorts.
Yeah.
It brings that back, which is fun. Oh no. Oh no.
What?
I'll tell you when I get there.
Oh no.
It's not good.
Oh no.
And now that I'm going to bring it up, it's probably going to come to fruition. So there's an ongoing thing with me and Corey at Fisticuff Alleys.
Okay.
The referee has a nickname for us. It's Stop It Early Goddard.
Oh no.
Yep.
And he's the one.
He's the one reffing. So he's kind of known for... The fighter looks like he could take a couple more punches, but he steps in and stops it early. So me and Corey's nickname for him is Stop It Early Goddard.
Oh no.
So let's hope it doesn't come into factor.
Yes.
But when I heard it, when he said in the ref is Goddard, I was like, my mind goes, if Corey was here, Corey'd be pissed.
I'll be pissed for him. They better not stop it early. You know I'll get mad.
But it's not like, it's going to be one of those moments where like, you could stop it, but give him another 3 punches to make sure we know he's out.
Yeah.
Type weird deal. Well, high knee.
Stay humble, be smart.
Come on, Max. I hate when like my fucking heart rate actually gets up when there's fighters that I really want to win.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Like I can feel like I'm like, fuck, I want him to win. And like my heart rate actually rises. The worst was Conor versus Khabib. Because we were in Asheville and we went to Buffalo Wild Wings down there just to watch the fight. And I just remember sitting there like my heart rate was like, and I could feel it in my chest. I was like, I want Conor to win so bad.
Yes.
I knew he wasn't going to, but I wanted him to. And I'm like,
Right.
my fucking heart rate was through the roof that day. Why'd Bruce laugh? Did you hear him? He said, there was like a laugh in his like thing. He was like finding out how Gut feeling, who do you think? You've watched them. Who do you take? Gut feeling.
Unfortunately, I don't have a gut feeling on Max, but
Okay, so you have a gut feeling for Ilia.
unfortunately.
Okay. I mean, fighting's fighting. So if it happens,
Right,
it happens.
Right.
I've been upset numerous times watching fights. So
Me too. I'll never forget that draw. I was like, fuck this. I don't ever want to watch this shit again.
and that wasn't a fight where I had like a favorite. I was just like, oh, I'm watching it to watch it.
We stood up for that shit, didn't we?
Probably.
Look.
Yeah, Matt adored him.
There you go. Keep your distance.
Well, that's where Max is good. Like, he's really good at like distance management and stuff. So it's gonna be up to Ilia to like close the distance and land his power.
Front kicks. There we go.
Yeah, those are nice. I will say I think Max is more versatile in the feet. I just think Topuria is way crisper with his hands in the boxing. Like everything's so like powerful and technical with Topuria's hands. And Topuria has like better wrestling and ground game.
Ooh. I don't want to hear that. Ooh.
See how much power and how fast those things are?
Yeah. Here we go.
Max is so good at working back to his feet, though. So let's see if he can do it. One thing that does help Max, though, is like he's super tall for the division. So that length helps you, like building a base and like pressing. So that helps. He caught Max clean there. Damn. He got off balance, though. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Max did.
Good, good, good. Hit that right eye again.
I kind of likes when Topuria like comes in the rush. Max tries to answer, but it also opens him up to get caught.
Ooh.
Isn't it crazy how much bigger Max looks, though?
Yeah.
Like, just body style. Like, his body looks so huge compared.
It really does.
It's weird. Like, if you look at him, like, so, like, because DC and Max are kind of friends. Like, if you, like, Max is taller than DC. And DC fought at light heavyweight.
Damn.
I don't know if that speaks more for, like, Max for being, like, super tall and skinny and be able to cut weight. Or is it just DC carried way too much weight through his career and could have fought at 185?
Maybe.
I mean, probably 100%. Well, he said the 205 weight cut was rough for him, but I think if he was very dedicated, he might have made 185 for a few fights. Nice jab by Max.
There we go. Eat him up.
Just can't get. Topuria is dangerous, so you can't get too comfortable.
Ooh.
Because Topuria can make you pay with one mistake. That's the crazy thing with Topuria.
Unfortunately. Oh, shit.
I feel like that was more of a slip and a trip.
I hope so.
I don't know. This fly's been kicking my ass all day, so I can't speak words. I think I've hit that thing like 3 times, and it's still here.
He's been taking shots at both of us.
It's on camera. I just fucking reacted, and I was like trying to swat it, and it was gone. Like, motherfucker's got good defense. That's all I'm saying.
I'm trying to get back to, there we go.
Need me one of those salt guns. That's what I need.
Yes. Yes.
Who had one? Did Aunt Darlene and them have one, or Jared have one?
Probably
The
Jared.
salt gun. You saw him?
Damn it.
Yeah, dude. I'm telling you, he might be the Ilia Topuria of flies over here.
He might be. That's all right. I'm going to be Max, and I'm going to clip him one time and kill him.
Oh, that was a nice elbow by Max. Okay.
Slip.
Yeah, he tripped up.
Okay, good.
That was a good first round.
Yes, it was.
It was a fun first round.
All right, who had the first round?
Dude. It was close. It was close.
Yes, it was. I'm going to give it Max. 10-9 Max. There you go. Wear yourself out. See, they have the same reach.
69-69, right?
Yep.
Yeah. No, Max joked in one of the things, like, yeah, I'm tall, but I got T-Rex arms. Look at the stats. I always have the same reach or shorter reach.
Oh, they're calling 10-9. 10-9 Max.
We can't go by those. I've been watching those all night, and they've all been wrong. So
Oh, no. Hopefully they're right this time. They eventually got to be right. Oh, of course.
nice calf kick again by Topuria. That's gonna pay dividends because it's gonna slow Max's footwork down.
Yeah.
Topuria seems to be like getting a little looser and opening up now. You notice that?
Yeah.
He's starting a little more. That is one thing like they're talking about. Like Max does, like he'll throw some random shit here and there just to like make you think about. Oh, caught him clean. Damn, Topuria caught Max clean. Topuria's getting loose.
Yeah. Come on, Max. Get him. There we go.
Oh, Max caught him coming in though. That was nice by Max. Nice left.
Ooh.
Dude, both of their hands are so fast.
Yeah. Come on, front kick.
Right? I did like the I did like the front kick by Max. He hasn't gone back. There it is. Okay.
Yep.
I'm saying he threw it a couple times round one, but he hasn't gone back to it as much. Well, neither one of them have like backgrounds in this like area, so
Yeah.
it could just be like whoever they fan favorite is, which would probably is fun. Because a lot of times they come to like Abu Dhabi or Saudi Arabia, like they put like Muslim fighters in the main event, like Islam, Khabib, a lot of like heavy Muslim fighters. So there's a very distinct fan favorite, which neither one of these has a background connection. So
Right.
oh, that's a distinct Holloway chant. That's a very distinct Holloway
Yes,
chant.
it is. $200 strikes in 2 rounds.
That's 100 strikes a round.
Whew.
Oh, I have that stat I was going to share with you. I'll do it between rounds.
Oh, I thought that was I thought that was the kick to the
Ooh.
body.
I'm going to get that motherfucker, I swear.
All right, what you got?
All right. So, here's the numbers, right? UFC strikes landed by Topuria, Whittaker, Chimaev, Dan Ige, and Lerone Murphy. 3,251. Okay?
Okay.
UFC strikes landed by Max Holloway. 3,378.
Wow.
So he has over 100 more strikes landed by himself than
What, 5
Topuria, Whittaker, Chimaev, Ige, Murphy.
5 fighters?
5 fighters. All right,
Wow.
but let's preference that. Max has been fighting in the UFC 10 plus years. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, yes, that's an impressive stat, but when you put the amount of time he spent in the octagon,
Right.
it does kind of lean his way.
Yeah.
So-
And like we talked about earlier, he's only 32, and we feel like he's been
Yeah,
in
that's the
UFC
crazy- like-
forever.
If you were like, how old's Max? I'd be like 50. I've been
Yeah.
watching the dude fight for 20 years,
How's-
but he's only 30. That's how young he was when he got in the UFC. It's crazy. Nice body shot by Ilia there. Ooh.
All three of us.
That's like the UFC. Like it's just like you hold your breath because you like anytime something fucking stupid can happen.
Yeah.
Nice right
There we
hand by
go.
Max.
Good kick. Damn, what the hell's wrong with his leg? Just his muscle.
Oh, hurt him.
Come on, Max. Whew. Shit.
He was hurt. He fucking stumbled him.
He still is. Oh, no. No.
Dude is nasty. He fucking has fucking speed in his hands. I'm not gonna. That's a night ruiner for me. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm a fucking Max guy.
Yeah.
Damn.
Who the hell's that cat?
Yeah, he backed him against the fence, and once he got him against the fence, he unloaded. Connor was fucking nasty with power at that weight.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Fucking Connor Jr.
I kind of want to see a replay because I feel like maybe he could have let Max work. But Max was hurt.
I don't know. Them hammer fists were coming down quick.
Fuck, man. Dude's fucking nasty. Because Max was putting it on him, too.
Yeah.
It wasn't like he worked. Max was putting it on him, and then he fucking answered. Oh, Max is hurt.
See, I like that.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
well, that's like the weird thing. Like, here we go. Right down the middle. That hurt him. You can see he stumbled. A misstep. As soon as you take a misstep, you know you're like something's wrong.
Yeah.
All right, clean. Perfect. Damn.
Oh.
Oh no, Max definitely was done. Damn. I was kind of hoping the fucking stereotype of stop early Goddard stepped in there, but no, Max was done. Damn. Max said, I'm fine. But he knew. Like, you could tell in the way he said, I'm fine. He knew.
Yeah.
Isn't that dude? Here's the craziest stat. Max has never been knocked down.
So that's the first knockdown. What?
That's how fucking. So here's the thing, though, right? There's a thing about being powerful and fast, but there's a lot about like being accurate.
Yeah.
And I think the same thing was with Connor, right? Connor was known for like being like he had a strong but being accurate, right?
Yeah.
If he hits you on the spot. And that's what sat you down. And I think Ilia kind of has a little bit of that in him.
Yeah.
Is when he does hit you, he's hitting you in that spot.
I could see that.
The dude literally just beat back to back, just knocked out back to back 2 of the 3 best featherweights to live.
Wow.
And here's the thing about Max, though, right? And speaks to Ilia's power. Max has gone up in weight and fought Dustin Poirier and ate the best from Dustin Poirier, didn't get knocked out. Ate the best from Justin Gaethje, didn't get knocked out.
See,
And now fought this guy? I want to know what Max is saying to his coach. Like, is he like, fuck, I got called? Or is he like, fuck, he should have let it go. I could have like wrapped up. I don't know. As a Max Holloway fan, I think I feel like I'm reaching like, oh, Max is saying I could have done this. Like he was fucking hurt. He was done.
That was it. He was hurt for a good, 15, 20 seconds?
Oh yeah, that first one hurt him right here. That hurt him. You saw his eyes roll back?
Yeah.
Right? Max is surviving. Right there, done. Right? Here, hammer. And
He's
you see, look,
himself, yeah.
So that I want to say like Max could have wrapped, but you see his whole body go.
Just
his whole body goes out. And you know you're done.
Yeah.
Which the crazy thing is, like, the same thing happened with Volk, right? When Max and Volk could control distance and circle out, they had a lot of positive. They did a lot of good things at distance. And the moment they started to slow down slightly and Topuria could get them against the cage, he opened up.
Yeah.
Same thing happened with Volk, right? Volk had a fucking round one. Volk won. He won round one. He slowed down slightly. Topuria was able to trap him against the cage, and he opened up. Same with Max.
Yeah.
He was able to kind of cut him off, caught him, hurt him. Now Max is a little equilibrium off.
Yeah.
Now you start opening up, throwing power shots, caught him again, dropped him. Now hammer fist till he goes to sleep.
Yeah.
Fucking crazy.
I hate that for Max. I'm not mad, though.
I hate it for Max, too. I will say, though, I was a big advocate. I fucking hate Ilia. And then I watched the embedded and countdowns, right? And, like, you watch him with his son in jiu-jitsu training, and you watch him with his family, and you're like...
He's a good dude.
He's a good father. He's a fucking deep down good guy. And you're like, fuck. Now I kind of like him.
You know what? Should I pick my favorite? Is it jumping on the bandwagon? He's a Conor McGregor 2.0.
Fuck it. Go with it.
Yeah.
He's going to lose at some point.
Oh, yeah. Of course.
All right. Let's hear what Max says. I love that about Max.
Yeah.
He's literally the most humble, most respectful fighter. Like, win or lose, he's literally the most humble guy.
Yeah.
That's how you can't not like Max. He's so good. Like, he's done give his belt to his son. That's what I'm saying. Like I said, I was the biggest Ilia Topuria. I hated Ilia Topuria. And then you start, like, when you break down who's your favorite fighters, to me, my favorite fighters are the people that I can kind of connect to personally.
Yeah.
When a fighter I've watched fight 10 times and I've seen the backstories, they become my favorites.
Yeah.
I like the backstories of fighters. And, like, so for Ilia, all I knew him as a brash, young, talk trash asshole, right?
Right.
He wasn't even an asshole. He just, my perspective of him. And then you go, here's the embeddeds and the countdowns of him interacting with his family. And it's like, he's standing there watching his son practice jiu-jitsu. It could be a full stage thing, right?
Right.
But you can tell he's very family first. You can tell, like, that's the cool shit.
Yeah.
So, it's fun to watch an up-and-coming 27-year-old that's this fucking dominant. To see, like, all right. So now he kind of enters into, like, now you watch who's going to fucking beat him.
Right.
Now he's in that realm. Yeah. Who's going to beat him? He beat two of the top 3 featherweights of all time in Volk and Max, right? Who the fuck's going to beat this guy? Diego Lopez, maybe? Because the dude's nasty.
Oh, really?
I don't know if he's Ilia Topuria nasty, but he's nasty. So, but I don't know. It's been this fucking fight card was fun.
It was.
Can I ask the UFC, can we have more afternoon fight cards? Because they are the fucking shit.
Yeah.
Like fucking you know what? I'm down for the UFC just to completely move to Abu Dhabi. And every fight card's at 2 p.m. I'm down for that. Upcoming fights. Brandon Moreno might be top 3 favorite fighter. He's fun as shit. And he's happy all the time. He walks in smiling for no matter what happens.
Really?
And then we have the Jones Miocic. I mean, you're welcome back for Jones Miocic. That is a 10 p.m. fight card. But playing it out, you're welcome. I want you to be there, to be honest.
Yeah, I kind of want to watch that one.
It's a 10 p.m. fight card. So you gotta plan around that.
Yeah, I might have to nap before I go. My bedtime's like.
But no, I want you to be there. I think.
Okay.
Come for it.
Yeah, we'll figure out what day is it on.
Fuck, we just missed it.
Yeah.
I
was
want
just
to
looking at fighters.
I want to say November 15th.
November 15th. Okay.
It's loading. Hold on. Oh, never mind. What am I on? Here we go. Events. Nope. Events. Upcoming. We are looking. All right, November 16th. That was a day off.
16th. Okay.
It's a Saturday, so.
3 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I'll be there for Fisticuff Alley. I need to just get over my fucking bullshit. At least no one can do it. I just go live by myself. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Ramble on.
Yeah.
Fucking ABC 1, 2, 3 type bullshit. Who gives a fuck? But anyway, this has been Fisticuff Alley, a UFC 308 watch party. Welcome back, Ryan. Used to be a staple of Fisticuff Alley at one point.
Nope.
You know?
Then life happens.
Life does fucking happen. My life went a complete 180 where I thought it would go. Your life probably went as planned.
Yeah, 180. I didn't
right?
think we'd ever be back in that
Isn't that
house.
life, though? Isn't that not life, though?
It is.
And that, but
And it's
That's
weird
the
how
fun,
things work out.
isn't
'Cause
it?
We were able to get back in there, redo the whole house just about. And it's
all
gonna
right. So,
turn
like,
into a rental.
congratulations. Like, you're like what, 3 weeks out of a year of marriage?
It was
2
October
weeks,
13th.
2 weeks,
So,
whatever.
Yeah, a week or two. And it
A weeks of marriage.
feels like forever.
I mean, it does. It does.
it's
It feels
wild.
like a long time ago.
I feel like I've known her like all my life. It's
Like you guys have that connect. That's
Yeah,
cool. That's cool as
yeah.
shit.
oh yeah, we're best friends. We could
Fuck
say,
yeah.
do anything. It does not matter.
So like, Jared and them watch, right? So like Jared and Lizzie, right? When they first met, and like I was like, eh. And then when I was around them, I go,
That's a fit.
oh,
yeah.
Oh.
yeah.
oh yeah, I get it now.
Yeah.
They're the same person.
Yup.
Not being weird, but like
Right.
when I knew their circumstance of how they met and shit. I was like, Jared, don't.
Right.
And then I was with them together. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, even
That's it.
when I was hanging
That's
out with
it.
them all the time, I was like, yeah, it's
It's weird that we're
Yeah.
talking about them not being here, but it's like, yeah,
right.
it makes sense now. I was like, because like everything was like, it's not like I didn't want that to happen, but everything was like, I'm on Jared's team.
Yeah.
I'm looking
Oh,
out for
of course.
Jared's best interest.
Of course.
Right? Bullshit. And I was
Yeah.
like, fuck Jared. Don't do that. Don't do that. You meet him, you're like, fucking do that. do that shit. So
He's technically all. Now that I think about it, he's been the wild the wild child of our circle, you know.
So here's the weird factor, right? And I think about this sometimes, right? Because, like, you have families, right? And you always have, like, those fucking weird offs. Like, oh, this is a drug addict. This is the fucking...
Right.
And you, like, break down our side of the family. Like, not... My mom's side's pretty good, but it's not... There's some backstory shit there, but, like, you look at, like, our side, it's like, fuck, everyone's doing okay.
Yeah, we're all good. We're all clean.
Everyone's pretty successful in their own rights. Like, I'm probably the shit show of it.
No, you're not.
But I make good money.
Right.
But I'm not on the... Like, I don't have the family, the house, and all that shit. So, like, knock me down a level. That's fine. I'm not mad about it. I'm not upset about it.
Not at all.
But I'm saying, like... It's like, what the fuck happened on that side of the family? To where everyone kind of, like, grew out of there. It's like, fuck. Everyone's doing well.
Yeah.
You know? It's weird.
It is.
And, like... Nothing to be at, but like our grandparents have lived in a trailer our whole lives,
Yep.
their whole lives,
Yeah.
right?
Yep.
You know, but every grandchild is doing decent, doing well, thriving.
Yeah.
It's pretty fucking awesome for the Howington side of the family. It's
it
fucking
is.
awesome.
Yes, it is.
I think about it in my head. I'm like, fuck yeah, let's go. You know, so. But this has been a Fisticuff Alley. Welcome back, Ryan.
It's been a good one.
Let's hope he joins us for more.
Oh, yeah. I'll definitely be
the
back.
timing. We only have like 2 options to have 2 p.m. fight cards, but
Yeah.
this is Not Your Experts. We'll be back. John Jones, Stipe.
I'm going to try.
We'll fucking throw a mattress down for you, bud. You'll be all right.
Yeah, fair enough.
Not Your Experts. We out.